Oh, straight now.
Yeah, I think.
Okay,
yeah,
let me make
now
sure
we're
we
good.
here.
There we go.
Are we live? Still trying to wait for it on my
Says,
end here.
Refresh it.
All right.
Please enjoy this hold music while you wait. Boom. Boom, boom.
And we live.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What's good, yo? We back, RTTV podcast. And we're here with a special guest.
Yeah,
we
man.
introduced him earlier, but
Part
we're going to
two.
introduce him again. A legend, a pioneer, a person that pushes the culture,
Hell yeah.
someone that everyone follows and loves his opinion. We're talking about the man himself, BD Law, a.k.a. Brago.
Yeah, so we
What's
want to do a
happening,
quick catch up
family?
on what we learned already.
Yeah. So we're not gonna...
Yeah.
Pat learned what English they speak, what
No, that
language
they
they
speak
speak.
English.
Correct.
In the Caribbean.
Exactly. Patrick
I was
learned
trying to say the
that.
wrong country. I'm not gonna lie.
We learned that Jerry is Jamaican, but only 25%. And me and
25%,
Patrick, you know,
so.
African boys, you know the vibes. Cape Verde.
But Brago, just to let the people know what we learned prior, we just want to know where you from and what your nationality is.
Yeah, I was born in the Caribbean, in the island of Antigua. But you can say I'm from the DMV. That's where I stay at. Yep.
Shout out to DMV, yo.
Facts.
Yep.
And is it in the DMV where you started to get your love for anime, you would say?
Nah, I would say like back then, in the Caribbean. to be
Oh,
honest.
word.
Oh,
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah. Yeah, back in the day, I mean, obviously we all kind of start with Dragon Ball Z. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But that's like kind of before we knew it was anime. I think the first anime where like everybody was kind of watching it weekly and locked in was Naruto.
Yeah,
Naruto.
damn right.
Hell yeah.
Niggas was locked in on Naruto and coming in every Monday to talk about it based off the episode that just dropped this Saturday. So Naruto was kind of like the anime that kind of made me kind of the first love for real, other than Dragon Ball Z. And that's kind of where it all started.
So there was
And of
already
course we
there
could
was a
go-
community down there that like, or you was low key.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Only thing though is this one dude that like he would come in and he'd be like, y'all not ready for the next episode. And we'd be like, yo, nigga, how do you know that? He's like, I just know. We ain't know nothing about the manga. We ain't know nothing about no manga. It was just anime. We just thought like he had a plug or something. But nah, it was it's a community down there definitely with anime, and it's it's booming for sure.
Okay. How old were you when you moved down here? Well, to DMV.
14.
Okay.
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 Yeah, 14. So it was a good minute ago. Sure.
So-
but nah, it's been a minute.
what platform were you able to watch Dragon Ball Z and Naruto on? Was it like Toonami, like us, or?
Well, yeah, but like on Dragon Ball Z, it was I don't know if y'all certain TVs back then used to have like the antenna.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nah,
yeah.
we
The right way.
we
You know what I'm saying? You may pick up a couple channels. So every now and again, I get Cartoon Network, and then you know what I'm saying, may get like Dragon Ball Z on that. On Naruto was like sometimes the local channel would show like Toonami and stuff. So like that's where I used to watch it.
That's lit.
Yeah, because we ain't had cable in that and all that.
well, when did you find out it was anime though?
I think when I moved and I started like, I think I started getting into like the YouTube comment section, and then watching more anime like Bleach, Inuyasha, things like that, and I think it was like a site called Anime Freak. I don't know if people used to watch anime on that. It sound crazy, but
Yo, bully. What type of anime you
Jerry
watch?
still use that one right now.
yeah. Nah, but after after Anime Freak, I found out about like the Bleach Get, Naruto Get, those sites, and then it was like I started putting two and two together, and like I think once I moved and I started realizing it was anime. But nah, I used to watching those sites, bro.
And as soon as you found out about like anime, and you said you had a friend that knew what was gonna happen ahead.
Yeah.
Did you pick up like manga at that time,
Nah.
Nah?
I was anime is the first love. Like I read manga now, but like I still prefer anime.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Like you know what I'm saying? I think in general, like manga, you can go at your own pace. You know what I'm saying? It's faster, it's quicker. But I think peak manga to me isn't better than peak anime.
Okay.
And so I definitely still have a preference to anime. And I didn't get right into manga because I'm not gonna lie, initially I kind of looked at manga as spoilers. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm reading ahead, but I know I want to watch the anime eventually. I'm just reading spoilers. So I didn't get into manga right away. It took a little minute, but nah, I'm still anime. Anime for me for sure.
I love that. I love that perspective. I never thought of it. So like, if I ever, you already gave me like good advice. So like, if I'm ever in an argument with like someone that reads manga, I'm gonna just be like, yo, you just read the spoilers, bro. Like, I'm using that for life. So I appreciate that one.
Yeah, we just gotta start thinking about it like, damn, we got patience, yo.
Yeah.
That's
But
what it is.
Yeah,
That's really
pretty
it is.
much. Because you can go and figure out everything that's about to happen, but you're willing to sit through it and see and wait for the anime. You know what I'm saying? So like, even for some like Solo Leveling, I really enjoyed the first season. So I went and read it. I read all of it, and then after the second season came out, I'm like, damn, I wish I had waited. You know what I'm saying? But like, it was so fire. I wanted to figure out what was happening. So like, I think people that wait for anime, like, nah, that's extreme patience because it's out there. You know what I'm saying? So.
Bro, I will not lie. You just changed my whole perspective right now. Because as a person who like where we at in One Piece right now, and like I went to your channel and I was like, damn, I can't watch nothing because like I'm gonna spoil myself on what's gonna happen. So I had to click out real quick.
Yeah.
And I was talking to my cousins over the weekend. I'm like, bro, I might pick up the manga because where we at right now in the anime, like I really want to know what's happening. But you just saved my life, yo. I'm gonna stay away from the spoilers, man.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time I'm like, yo, anime onlys, y'all in for a treat. If y'all manage to have that patience without getting spoiled, yeah, y'all.
It'll take a while, but for sure, yeah.
Not facts.
Yeah.
What other anime have you? Are you just strictly like I'm just watching it? I'm not even gonna read it, or are you one of those people that just don't have the patience? You end up reading it anyway.
Nah, the only manga I'm reading right now is Sakamoto, Kagurabachi, and One Punch Man. Everything else I pretty much just watch. And so like from the recent season with Gakiakata, Sakamoto, Kaiju number 8. Nah, I watch. I'm not reading. Especially if I enjoy the anime, I just wait.
So something that we want the chat to let us know is the title of the show that we're both saying. So
Gotcha, Kuta.
Gotcha.
that's what we think it is.
think
And
it's
Bronco,
Gotcha
could you
Kuta.
let them know what again what you say it is?
I don't know if I'm right, y'all.
We don't know if we are
I
right
said,
either.
Yeah.
Gakiakata. Wait. So I don't know.
I believe you, bro.
He reads the manga, so you gotta be right.
Yeah. Like he read it way more times than we did.
Yeah.
Nah, he ain't reading the manga or whatever.
Oh, he says he's not reading the manga now.
I'm not reading that one. I'm just watching it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so he could be making that up too then.
I could. That's what I'm saying. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I feel like with that, people just gonna say however they want to. So it ain't no thing for real.
Yeah.
Would you say Gotcha Kuta is one of your favorite animes that came out this season?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't watch everything. You know what I'm saying? I can't. That's a lot. But out of the season, yeah. I mean, I know some people try to watch as much as they can, but like for me, it's like a few things that I watch, and it's good. It's good. I think it's still building though, but I do like it. I like it enough to kind of keep going.
So question for you. I know you said that you enjoy watching the anime more than the manga a lot of times. Has there ever been one where it was the opposite, where you read the manga and then you watched the anime and you was like, damn, I should have just stayed manga?
Promise Neverland. I don't know if y'all watched that.
Oh yeah.
We
Season
dropped.
1 was hard.
That season 1 went crazy.
Season 1 was
2
great. Season 1 was great. Yeah, season 2 they skipped the best arc, all that. So yeah, probably Promise Neverland.
Then they
Dropped the
skipped
ball.
the arc.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what
skipped
people
an
were mad
arc.
about.
Yeah, they skipped
Yeah,
the
they
arc.
skipped the best arc. Crazy. Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense why it seems so whacked out. I think the same thing with Tokyo Ghoul. Was it one season and then?
Nah, it was
Tokyo
two
It
seasons.
was
It was
great
three
for-
seasons. It was 3 seasons.
2 seasons. Or people would really give it 1, but
Yeah.
I thought season 2 was okay. And then season 3 kind of fell off. You watched that, Brago?
It's fine. Yeah, Tokyo Ghoul is fine. I think the manga is better, but personally, the manga is kind of hard to follow. But I mean, Tokyo Ghoul is not. I want to say it's a great anime. I haven't revisited it since it came out, so I think if an anime is great, you're gonna want to watch it more than once.
Yeah,
I think
that's a fact.
I feel that.
you're gonna want to spin back at least. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you watched it in sub, just spin the black and watch it in dub.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
Y'all do
that
that
is
for
true.
Attack on
I
Titan,
do it.
right?
I do that for a majority of the ones that I like. Which
Yeah.
one do you prefer?
Oh, sub. Well. It depends. It depends. I would say like mostly sub for like recent things, but like a lot of the old school Dragon Ball, I prefer dub.
Yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Hakusho.
yeah.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh definitely dub. Bleach, I think Naruto,
Yeah.
Big three.
Death Note, FMAB, Inuyasha. Yeah, those all dub for me.
Yeah, I think that era they really did a great
Yeah.
job when it came to like selecting voice actors. I think they knew that these shows was gonna transcend well within America and made like thing to like, all right, we're gonna get the best voice actors possible for these.
Yeah, it was a little different back in the day. It just felt different. Not saying that the voice actors of today not great. You know what I'm saying? Because they do a great job. It just hits a little different back in the day. So, I kind of prefer sub now though.
I still like My Hero dub. I ain't gonna lie. My Hero Academia, I still prefer the dub. Me, but that's how I started watching
Yeah,
that.
that's
In my defense,
My Hero's
Yeah,
2000s
yeah.
and 10s. So I'll say maybe 2020s. You're saying like, or you'd even think 2010s.
2010. That's like what My Hero, Attack on Titan,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Clover.
Yup.
Those dubs aren't
Ball
bad.
Super.
But like by that point, I was watching like more anime, so I was watching more sub. So it's just easier to just transition with the sub. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like what it was. It's not that the dub is bad. It's just like it's just easier with the sub because I'm watching way more subs.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like right now, like it's just right now. I prefer a dub. I'm not gonna lie, Rob. You converted me, bro. Because
that's crazy.
because
Wow.
with a plate of food or something like that.
Nah, that's
like,
a fact.
I can't like, be
look
reading
down.
and-
Yeah.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
can't look away.
Yeah.
You can't look away. You gotta keep your eyes up.
I feel like
Nah,
back.
it's crazy you say that because I forgot I was sitting down watching something like I think 2 days ago, and I watched it in sub, and I was watching it. I'm like, yo, it's crazy that by myself I'm actually watching this in sub, and I ended up changing it, but I forgot, and I was so into it that I forgot. So that's crazy that you say that. But how would you rank the anime decades, like your favorite, like so, like we'll say like the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, and like the 2020s.
That's a good question.
That's a good one. I mean, I think it's hard to beat like. That's tough. Because the 2010s, that's like. It's Bleach, Naruto, the My Hero, Black Clover, One Piece.
Nah,
Technically.
no,
Bleach
it's
and
not.
Naruto
Bleach and
classified as
Naruto's not
2010s?
2010s.
Yeah.
The 2000s.
It went
oh,
to 2010.
maybe Shippuden.
Shippuden was 2000.
Shippuden, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm confused.
2015, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought you were
Around
talking about like when the anime started versus
or when
it
they
went up to.
started.
Yeah, I'll say when.
Because I don't even think Shippuden.
I mean, I started watching them like.
Mhm.
I would say if we go for when they started.
Yeah, we'll
I mean,
go for when it
Hunter is
started.
like
Even if you
09.
watched it later, it still made like you get me the
But even
storyline.
if it lasted like 20 years, something like
Yeah,
that.
because after that, that's a byproduct
'Cause One
of that
Piece-
decade.
Because One Piece is a product of 2000.
Now isn't what it was
Yeah.
2010.
Yeah.
I think it's hit another level now.
But it wouldn't be where it's at without that, though. You feel me? Like you
No,
can't get 2020s without the 2000s.
Yeah, that's a fact.
No, for sure. But like, I think One Piece is kind of transcended where animation wise is up there with anything. Where now I can just send you to a scene in One Piece where before I couldn't really do that without context. Now the anime was still good. You know what I'm saying? It was still great, but like, it's on a different level now, in my opinion. But if you want to say like when it started, if we go off the big three, that's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? That's like the era. But then if you go to 2010, you had Attack on Titan and things like that. Wait, FMAB, what was that? What was 2000?
I think that was 2000s.
That's
yeah.
2000s.
Was so 2000s.
Yeah, I think.
Like
on
Brotherhood was 2009, I think.
Yeah, it was
And
2000.
Brotherhood is my top one, and Hunter x Hunter is like 2 or 3. So I'm gonna say 2000s.
Hunter
Oh, I-
Hunter is
I-
one of those, bro.
He
Because
said Full
Yeah.
Metal is number 1.
Why do you?
Oh, Full Metal is your number 1 anime?
Yeah.
There's a
All
lot
time.
of people who think that.
That's like the first thing that that's crazy. That's a crazy thing.
FMAB, FMAB is the GOAT.
But why do you
Bro,
think so?
it is. I think as far as from start to finish, it is consistent character-wise, animation-wise, story-wise. There aren't many flaws you can really point out, and it's rewatchable. I think the more you watch it, the more you find out. I mean, when you go through the anime, bro, there aren't any weak characters in that anime. And it's, again, 60-something episodes? Bro, great openings, great endings. Bro, it make you cry, make you laugh. Great action. I mean, great villains. Bro, like, there's no misses. There's really no misses at FMAB. You can't say it's like, this dragged. Or, no, bro, they get to it every single time. Nah, and even if you want to say like the anime thing, the anime trope of women being trash, it's not an FMAB.
It's not.
They get busy.
It's not at all.
I feel like they could have
get
had
busy.
a more character development between the Elric brothers. And I feel like what's the one, the 10? I forget his name.
Is
Alphonse?
Yeah, like Alphonse, I feel like I wanted to get more of him as a character outside of the tin can. And I feel like a lot of his storyline was more annoying and like little brother-ish, where I felt like I just feel like they could have got way more into it, where it's more of a Edward story rather. Is Edward saving the little brother story, where I thought it was more of like we're getting both of their perspectives, but you can't really get Alphonse's perspective if he's not even in his actual body form, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, Edward is more so the main guy. I mean, the brothers, they're at the forefront, but yeah, Edward is the main person. I think because the entire story is kind of getting him out of that. We do get his thoughts, how he felt. I mean, even earlier in the anime, they talk about like somebody like the butcher was able to convince Alphonse that everything was not real, and they had to go through development as far as their bond as well. So it's just like, it's small moments throughout, but because the anime is kind of so condensed and so tight, it's not too much time you can spend on it. And again, I think, we could have gotten more with Alphonse, but like
20
you got like a
episodes?
plethora of characters.
20 more episodes?
Man, who care about Alphonse like that? I don't care about I don't care about him like that. Come out of here.
That's the point. That's the point. You would if he had 20 more episodes.
I think I agree with you, Brago, in saying that all the characters are really well-rounded in Full Metal Arc.
Yeah.
Alphonse, I think
it's great.
there was enough for him.
Yeah, he said
I think he played his role perfectly.
Yeah.
I don't know what he really look like.
Yes, we do.
No,
We
but I'm
do.
saying-
Wait,
what are you
a second.
talking
You don't really know what he looked like.
Bro, I
Like,
don't remember. Yo.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I don't remember.
I'll never
She
forget
just
that
don't remember. He just don't
Mulder's
remember
body, bro.
anime.
see what I'm saying? That's not what he really looked like.
That
was one of them.
No, that was him at his weakness. And the number one reason for me is my top most disturbed scene in all anime that actually like freaked me out, almost made me go with anime, was when he turned his daughter into a dog. Like that, to me, that was so like wow. In the second episode, I think
part
that's
of
a
the
lot.
greatness, though. That's part of the greatness.
But that's a lot to take in the first episode. I'm just saying, if you're gonna like bring,
How bad
I
do you
feel like
want it?
that's it's kind of too aggressive at first.
Attack on Titan was like that.
Yeah.
I know, and I would say that too. I would
But
say
you
that.
high.
Well, that's the thing, right? As great as FMAB is, that's not a start of anime. You know what I'm saying? I'm not starting you off with that.
Yeah, that didn't happen in the first
That's not a
episode.
start. It didn't happen in the first episode,
I
but it
didn't
did
say
happen.
first, I said second.
Yeah, it
No, he
didn't
said it's
happen in
not
the
a
second
starter. You
episode
said it's
either.
not a starter anime.
That's what he said.
Not a starter anime. No.
Yeah, it's not for
I'm not.
people
I'm
that
not.
are new to anime.
Yeah, I was maybe that's what it is. I was new into it. And all I'm saying is like with those two, if I didn't have friends to watch it with, I would have been too scared to continue on my own. So I wouldn't. And
I would have been too scared.
I wouldn't have.
I would have been like, I gotta put all the
when you
lights
said-
on in the
when I
house.
said I like Attack on Titan, yeah, but if I didn't watch it with friends, I would be too scared. And I could see people, if you're like, yo, watch anime, and it's like, this is the number one. Full Metal, that's why I can't be number one, because if it's not a go-to,
I'm
how could I be
not
number one?
giving you
'Cause I
that
can't even
early.
tell you to
Not
go
not
up.
that
But
early.
that's not-
Attack on
that's not
Titan is another
necessar-
one.
You said what?
That's a little early. Attack on Titan is another. I'm not throwing at you that early. That's a lot. to
I
take.
wouldn't either. I really wouldn't.
Yeah.
If somebody said, "Yo, what's the anime for you to get in first?" I'm not throwing it.
But
I disagree. I
But
disagree
think
with
about
that
if I
one,
go
though.
read the list and I'm like, yo, number one animes, I'm getting into anime, and I go and I watch Full Metal. I mean, Full Metal is considered number one. Like, at least if it's like best shows like Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones, you could get into it. And with that, is like that's the extreme.
like,
so
Breaking
I
Bad
agree.
similar, though.
Mo-
Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones.
I agree with
But
Full
most
Metal- I
people
agree with
aren't
that.
like scared by like the Chimera seed though. Like,
Yeah, that is also true.
Yeah.
They get disturbed. They don't
Yo,
get
he
scared.
said, "Why you scared like that, bro? You scared to go to church, bro?"
I was disturbed. That was disturbed, scared, everything. I feel all that.
Now, but you know what's crazy? I do feel like Full Metal was a intro anime to for a lot of people.
It's
though.
more grounded.
And I think that's why that's why it's why people have it as number one on my anime list. Because
Yeah.
like it was what late night Cartoon Network was playing on Adult
Yeah.
Swim?
yeah, it was Cartoon
Yeah.
Network. I think I wouldn't start with it just because I can't throw number one at you right off the rip. Because then it's like, if I think that's number one, of course you could have another number one. It could be just downhill from there. I'm gonna throw you like something simple, like One Punch Man or Death Note. I think
Yeah.
Death Note is like the perfect introduction.
Intro, that is
Yes.
the perfect
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's 100% correct, because I remember
Yeah.
like my first anime I ever watched on the channel with them was Death Note, because it was like
Yup.
I remember watching the first episode of Attack on Titan with y'all and being like, yo, what the hell y'all got me watching
I
right
don't know.
now?
You're like, I don't know what we got going on. With Death Note, it's just like basically just like a detective story
Yeah.
off the rip. You know what I'm saying? It's just animated at that point, so it's really easy to get into. So
Yeah,
I
and
start
what-
with Death Note.
Yeah, and once you get into Attack on Titan, you understand the greatness of Attack on Titan. But like to watch the first episode as your first, it was like, oh damn.
But I
don't
know
what's
some
going on.
people that actually watch Attack on Titan as their first anime, and that was a great introduction.
I think
because-
everybody's first
Yeah.
thing on that first episode is the same though. Like
Well,
like the Titan coming out, Isa's like
Yeah.
it was crazy.
Well, Attack on Titan, like it was kind of part of that. I want to say a boom in anime as well. You know what I'm saying, where it's like it blew up, and then a lot of people's like, "Yo, what is this?" And so I think Attack on Titan was one of those. One Punch Man was another one, where it's just like a lot of people kind of jumped to the obviously Demon Slayer,
Yeah.
Yep.
My Hero as well. And so Attack on Titan, because of how popular it was, a lot of people jumped into it. You know what I'm saying, not really knowing what to expect. So you know, a lot of people did watch it early.
That's true.
that is true.
They got on the hype train. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them shows that we brought up to you, we'll give you some takes from some of those shows and just see if we're on the same basis. So with Death Note, people feel like Death Note fell off after L died.
Oh yeah.
You
That's
agree
a
with
fact.
that, or how do you feel about that take?
Yeah, that's a fact. It did fall off. Now the second half isn't bad. It's just like when you get into Death Note and you kind of fall almost in love with like the sparring match between L and Light.
Mhm.
And I honestly, sometimes I didn't know who to root for.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, like L kind of cold, but Light, I mean, he kind of cooking too. You know what I'm saying? Like off the first one where L kind of called him like figuring out the region he was in, I was like, Light, I don't know about this one, bro.
Yeah.
He got you on your toes already. So like, you know, after that, I think it definitely took a step back, but it fell off. It fell off. But it was still good though. It was still good.
When L seen, like, to me, it was a dramatic experience. Like, L was one of my favorite characters. That was the first time I cried when he died.
Yeah,
I remember that.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I was shocked. Like, I did not expect it to go in that direction. And the fact that he still had a contingency plan after he died
Yeah.
just made it, like, solidify that, like, yo, L to me is still top 10 characters. But, like, that scene, like I said, I cried in that moment.
Any
Yeah, I
scenes like
think
that
Death
ever
Note
happened to you,
definitely-
Braco? Like any anime
Crying
make you
scene?
cry?
Yeah.
If you ever cried for anime.
Nah, for sure, bro. FMAB made me cry.
Where? Why?
Why?
Rob was like, I was curled up in the corner, scared. This man crying. What's going on?
The scene that made me cry, because like I got 3 brothers, right? And the scene that made me cry was early on when like the scene that I mentioned when L thought like or Alphonse thought Ed was trying to get rid of him. And I think just the thought of a brother and their bond and everything they've been through, and him thinking that like he was trying to move on from him and replace him, that entire scene was like that kind of moved me for sure. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like I know the bond I have with my brothers, and like it would be tough if my brother thought I'd be replacing him, especially after all we've been through. So that was one that definitely made me cry. And then some One Piece shit too. So
I gotta give this man credit, man. Like, you really made me see a point of view of looking at Full Metal Alchemist. I really never thought of the brother aspect.
It's called brotherhood.
I know.
yeah.
But I never thought of
No, but like you know, and then when I go back,
What?
it moves me even more because we saw that scene where Ed pointed at Alphonse. He's like, I'm coming back for you, bro.
At the gate, right? Like
At the gate, he's like, I'm coming back for you. No matter what, I'm coming back for you. And it's like, it's kind of full circle, bro, where like you thought I was going to replace him. Like he's going to do whatever it takes to get his brother back, even sacrifice himself. So,
you never explained that like that. You never explained like that. And you never explained that like that.
That's fine.
So, I never seen it like that.
That's fine. I mean, I never saw it like that either, but it doesn't take it doesn't take away. It doesn't take away the fact that it's still a great anime.
Both of y'all don't got brothers other than us. You like we got brothers.
Yeah.
No, but hold on, wait. But Pat,
I just didn't even. I didn't think I
Pat, it
needed to
doesn't
say
take
that.
away. It doesn't take away from the fact that Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is still a great anime.
No, but at the end of the day, like y'all up there like brothers though, right? Imagine if one of y'all was like, you trying to replace me, you'd be like, bro, what you on?
Yeah.
Kind of tripping right now. Like we've been through. You think we trying to replace you? Nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I kind of put myself in Ed's shoes with that. So it moved me, bro. I can't.
You watch anime with your brothers? Like, are y'all like? Is that like a bonding thing y'all have?
Yeah, when we were younger, yeah. When we were
Word.
younger, we kind of all used to watch like Naruto. So yeah.
You mentioned that a moment in One Piece made you cry. What moment in One Piece made you cry? Or could you talk?
Yeah. I can talk about it. This is after Marineford. So we know what happens in Marineford.
Yep.
Yeah.
Our boy, or I don't know if it's our boy. I don't know how y'all feel about Ace, but Ace dies, and then we go into the ASL flashback. The ASL flashback doesn't even make me cry. What made me cry was when we go to the scene with Garp and Dadan, and she's beating him up, and then Makino was like, "Stop! Nobody's hurting more than him." And Dadan was like, "Nah, the person's hurting the most is Luffy." And like that moment is where it broke me, bro. Because I was just thinking like, damn, Luffy got to wake up and deal with the fact that Ace died in his arms. And I think that moment was the one. Yeah, it broke me a little bit.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the moments. And yo, I just gotta give you a personal shout out, bro. Cause I done seen Rob hate Full Metal Alchemist for 5 years. And that was the first time I ever seen Rob get some love to Full Metal
I
Alchemist.
rewatched Full Metal, bro.
I almost clapped for you right there, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was like, damn,
I'm telling
yo.
y'all, man.
Don't give him credit yet. Everyone wants to see if he could change my mind on something later.
That
Bro.
ain't
We'll
no
really
way.
see.
Yeah,
We'll
I already
see.
know that.
We'll see later, but not yet.
I wanted to
Let's
ask one
talk
more-
about it.
I wanted to ask one more question too. I know we gonna get to One Piece soon, but I wanted to ask you, just because it was something for me, and I even see somebody ask in the comments. So I don't know why I would think, not knowing necessarily what your top 5 was, I would have thought like One Piece was your number 1. So what is your top 5 animes all time?
all time right now, I would say because it kind of fluctuates.
Okay.
But I would say 1 is FMAB, 2 I put Hunter x Hunter, 3 I put One Piece, 4 I put Naruto, and 5. Five at this point might be Dragon Ball.
Okay.
That's a solid. That's a solid top
Hear what
5.
the 5
yeah.
was. Yeah.
I love
I was
Hunter x
hoping
Hunter
that he
too,
was
yo.
gonna say Dragon
I
Ball.
was hoping he said
Yeah, it might be
JJK.
Dragon Ball. Yeah. JJK's in my top 10.
Perfect. We good there.
Yeah, it's in my
Good.
top 10.
Wait, so why was you so reluctant though of like the DBZ? Is it because of nostalgia purposes? Like, yo, I gotta put it there, or like, what is it?
Not because I'm watching it now, right?
Oh.
And I just watched all of Dragon Ball for the first time. And with Dragon Ball Z, I didn't experience it on a consistent week-to-week basis. Like I said, we didn't have cable like that. So like I catch the episodes when I can.
Word.
My majority of me experiencing DBZ, bro, was the Budokai games. So
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, facts.
right? So the Budokai games and the cutscenes and playing through the game, that's like what I know about Dragon Ball Z. So now I'm watching through like episode by episode with Dragon Ball Z, bro. Like I'm like, yo, this is phenomenal. Like this is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Just like how they build up different scenes, different characters. So it's just like it's kind of it was honestly out my top 10 based on like what I remembered about it. But off of the watching Dragon Ball and now watching Dragon Ball Z, yeah, right now it's in my top 5.
So
Wow.
what would you say is your favorite arc within Dragon Ball Z right now?
Well, I'm just at we're in Namek
Okay.
right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
And I mean, so far my favorite character is Vegeta. So
Oh,
Let's
wow.
go! Vegeta's the best character.
Wow.
whatever Vegeta's at.
Vegeta.
Vegeta, man. Hey, I think he's probably has the most realistic purview out of any of the characters in the story. Him and Krillin, probably. Him and Krillin.
Shout out to Krillin.
Every other character, I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Y'all are out of your mind, bro. Y'all are insane. You know what I'm saying? But nah, Vegeta top 1, bro. I mean, of course you love Goku. Everybody loved Goku, but Vegeta, bro.
Yeah, I think early Dragon Ball it was always Vegeta, and then like obviously Cell Saga, we get some little Gohan love right there.
Gohan, yeah. Gohan's great too, by the way.
Yeah.
He's great too, but you know, it gets better with him.
So how does Dragon Ball hold up for you? Like you say you just rewatched it. So like
I just
How
watched it
does
for the first time.
for the first
Like
time.
Dragon
yeah.
Ball. Yeah.
You feel like it aged
Oh,
well? Like
man.
how do you feel about it?
I think it's just a certain charm with old anime, bro. You just can't capture it nowadays. Like
Yeah.
I think just the OST, the voice acting, just how like they take the time to develop the characters, where it's like, you know, maybe some episodic things where it's like, yo, why is this in here? But it ends up mattering because now you got like more of a deeper connection. So I think it holds up really well because it's more about the characters and less about the action. I think Tien is fantastic in Dragon Ball.
Facts.
Legendary
Yamcha.
Cow. Yamcha is always ass, but that's okay.
That's why. Wait. Yo, when you said Yamcha, I was like, what? Yamcha? Yamcha?
Bro, I tried to give every character a chance. I did not like Krillin at first. I thought Krillin was goofy, but I ended up loving Krillin. Yamcha was somebody that was just like, bro, what are you on? Like, even when there are no W's. There are no moments that I can look at Yamcha and be like, man, big W's, bro. Big W's. There's nothing. There's really nothing.
When he
I mean,
backed
went,
Bulma.
I mean, that, I don't even know because they were arguing the entire time. She was low-key disrespecting him. Like, she was right in front of him talking about other dudes looking good. I'm like, dog, Yamcha, you gonna let
She
this
does
slide?
that to Vegeta too. Don't let she
does?
Yeah, she does.
When?
I'll bet you $5.
No, she's gonna ride
I'll
or
pull
die
up a
for
seat after
Vegeta.
this. Bro, she easily. I feel like in the last movie, she's like, "Yo, if you don't do A, B, and C, something." So I really think so.
I mean, what you said versus what he just says, two different things. Because you said that.
She'll talk about other guys. I'm saying she did.
When?
I'm just
So
saying.
Vegeta?
No, I'm just saying I gotta look it up though. I'm on the spot, so
$5, man. $5. I need that proof.
The way she loves
In front of
Vegeta is
Vegeta,
crazy.
I don't know. I don't remember that in front of Vegeta, but I know she used to play with Yamcha, bro. And then, but I don't know. The biggest W, I guess, him playing baseball and being good at it. I don't know. What's a W?
So with this rewatch of Dragon Ball that you're doing, when you're done with Dragon Ball Z, do you plan on also watching Dragon Ball GT or just going straight to Super?
I'm definitely going to GT for sure. Super, I might just go right to like the tournament. I'm not.
Oh, you need to watch
But-
Goku Black.
Yeah, you
I don't
do
know.
need
I
to
don't know.
gotta
You
watch
gotta
Goku
watch Goku
Black.
Black.
No. Here's the thing. I watched Super when it's airing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I did watch Super. And I actually like Super. I thought Super was entertaining. Like it's not, you know what I'm saying, nothing really deep about it, but like I thought it was like mad entertaining. I actually like Super, but I'm watching through all of it for the most part. All of it.
Have you got a chance to watch Daima too?
Yeah, I watched Daima. I watched all of Daima. I don't know. Right. It's some good episodes in there.
Yeah.
Right. But I just think they kind of played for 20 episodes. Like 21 episodes. It was just they was playing around.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. But I think it had like, I want to say 4 great episodes in there. I think the episode where Goku fought for the first time, I think Vegeta fighting. So like a good 4 episodes that I really liked. That were great episodes. But now I watch all of Daima. Sure.
How would you rank all the Dragon Ball Z series from 1 to?
I mean, like,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go from 5 to 1. So 5, I'm gonna put Daima. 4, we gonna put. I'm between GT and Super. We're gonna put GT for now.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Super had some moments that like I was losing my mind. 3 is Super. Then 2, we gonna put Dragon Ball Z. 1 is Dragon Ball.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Man, Dragon Ball #1.
Shout out to Dragon
Ball,
Ball,
number
yeah.
one.
Dragon Ball lit, bro.
Dragon Ball is like that, bro. So
The
many
aesthetic.
great character moments. Yeah. Dragon Ball is great.
Dragon Ball is great because that was the beginning of Goku, and we actually got to see him take consistent L's before he got to his actual victory.
And quick FYI too, I know you brought up Budokai. If you were ever to play majority of RTTV and like Budokai Tenkaichi's Dragon Ball
Fighters.
Z fighters, you'll get cooked. But I'm saying that in the most friendliest way possible, but you'll get cooked.
Listen, here's the thing, bro. Budokai, I felt like I was nice in Budokai. I played so much of it. I think when we get to like fighters, I went online. I was like, this ain't for me. I was like, when you out of your depth, bro. I was just starting out, and I was like, bro, I couldn't get a hit in. And then I went to go train, and I was like, all right, bro, this just ain't for me. I'ma just watch niggas do it. Nah, y'all got it. Y'all got
Ain't
it.
nothing more frustrating than that in a video game when
Nah,
you
for
can't
sure.
get a hit in.
God.
It's like, I'm gonna just put the sticks down. I'm done.
I'm cool because I was happy too. I was hyped. I was like, bro, we gonna get some Dragon Ball. Nah, I was like, all right, this ain't.
He could throw hands
I'm not
in
ready
Super
for
Smash Brothers though.
Oh yeah, bro, you
Yeah,
like that?
he liked that in Smash Bros.
I'm alright in Smash. But
being
nah,
humble
I can play a little bit. We can definitely run it in Smash. I'll do that.
Hell yeah, we gotta run that tournament
Yeah.
at some
All
point,
right,
bro.
all
Yeah.
right.
Facts.
Let me find
I'm
out,
with it.
Brago.
I'm with it for sure.
And we got 2 animes that are coming back. One of them is in a lot of controversy right now, and the one that we would say the biggest take from it is that after season 1, they couldn't get the animation right.
Oh,
We talking about
yes.
that meal. We talking about what is it, Wells?
Yeah, One Punch Man.
One Punch Man. Damn.
Punch Man.
And I know you said you read the manga for it.
Yeah.
Thoughts on season 3 coming back? How'd you like season 2 to start off? Because I feel like the same controversy was receiving right now for season 3.
Yeah.
It was kind of similar when season 2 was coming out, Did you enjoy it? Do you think people just hype or just downing it just because people like to hate nowadays? What are your thoughts?
I think it might be like a mixture, right? Because I think people just like to hate nowadays. Right?
Yeah.
I think people like the retweets and the likes. So I think it's hate gets that. But I do think One Punch Man, like I said, was a boom, and it was like I've gotten a lot of people into anime off of One Punch Man, right? Off of that first season. So I think it's like an expectation because I'm not gonna lie, like I love One Punch Man season 1. And I thought season 2 was good, right? It wasn't on the level of season 1 because I felt like it was like a slight drop in animation. And I think they took so long to kind of release the trailer for One Punch Man season 3. It's kind of like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, are you hiding how bad it is? Like, so it's because, normally when something is great, it's like trailers, it's teasers, it's all this stuff dropping. And it's like, so I think with season 3, I think people it's justified that people kind of being like apprehensive. Because I don't know. Like, I saw it, I was like, I don't know how to feel about this. And I think it comes with expectation, right? Where like you just have like a high expectation of One Punch Man and what it should be, and off of what you're going off of what you've seen in season 1. So I think once you have that, you're gonna expect it with season 2 and 3, and they've been dropping the ball. So I think it's justified to feel that way for sure.
In the end of Attack on Titan.
Yeah, some people, manga readers didn't love it. I think anime watchers loved it when it came out. We didn't love, I feel like the part 4 or the finale part 3.
The milking of the ALT, yeah.
How'd you feel about that? And is Attack on Titan in your top 10 at all?
Yeah, Attack on Titan is definitely my top 10. It's it might be 6. But I dropped it in season 4. Right? Season 4. Because I remember season 4 is like this, splitting it up with different cores and stuff like that. So initially I dropped it. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna drop it. Then I rewatched all of it. And I just like, I want to say like a month ago, 2 months ago, I just watched the last episode.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
So
That's perfect.
He held out.
Yeah, I just watched the last episode. I rewatched all of it. I want to like, all right, let me watch the complete story. And I don't know. I don't think it was bad. I feel like this was kind of like the only route that they could go, right? Where it's just like he sacrificed himself. I don't know if you want to spoil it. I don't know if everybody's seen it.
It's been out long enough.
Yeah.
Man, you guys should have watched it by now. Yeah.
Spoiler alert in the chat.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't like spoiling people, but like with him kind of sacrificing himself and like things kind of going on and then losing the Titan shifters, I was like, based on everything that he did, yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go.
So there was no alternative? There was no alternative ending that you could have seen if you was writing this up?
Only thing is like he go along with his homies and like destroy the rest of the world. But I think ultimately there was not going to be peace on that island. Saying like, I think now it's like, okay, can we trust our heroes? They got rid of the entire world. They're gonna get rid of us next. Do they deserve that power? Right? We should have control of that power. So I don't think no matter what, as long as the shifters existed, there's always gonna be war.
Yeah.
Like we saw when like on the island when they were like confined in the walls, they were still beefing.
Yeah.
Like nah, bro. I don't see any peace happening with that power still being around. So I mean, what I did love was that through time and through the power of his Titan, he went to everybody and kind of talked to them and had moments with everybody, like where he's expressing his true feelings about how he felt about them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna lie, like he was pissing me off. I was like, especially with Mikasa, I was like, you out of pocket.
Yeah, man.
You
Even
out
when he
of
beat Armin's
pocket.
ass. Remember that?
Who's your favorite
remember
character
that.
from Attack on Titan?
Damn, I haven't thought about that since I watched it the entirety. Damn.
don't even know who mine is.
Levi.
I'm
It gotta
leaning
be
towards. I mean, of course, Levi the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Levi the GOAT, but might be Irwin Smith.
Oh, that's a
Ooh,
good
that's a
pick.
good one.
It's not bad.
That's a good one.
Shout out to Erwin, yo.
Great commander.
It might be Irwin. It might be Irwin. Right now, let's say Irwin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Irwin's
Let's say
speech has
Irwin.
literally motivated me in like real life.
Let's say Irwin. Also, underrated. I think he doesn't get enough love. He was solid. He's the glue guy, but like absolutely necessary. John.
Who?
Oh, yeah. You know, I never seen anybody say his name in the light. Like you said it just now, like a favorite character. Because John's kind of just been like the.
He been just like he just in the. Yeah, you probably don't remember who it is, right?
They literally don't remember. They don't remember.
John.
I said you had the reason. I said who?
Yeah, I know John.
Ron kept telling me Armin.
If I show you the picture, you're gonna be like, oh.
Like he's the one
think I know who you're talking about.
He used to call him Horseface. He used to call him Horseface all the
Yeah.
time. And he liked me. He loved Mikasa.
Sure.
They used to
Yeah,
beef
he's
all
the one
time
like
over
Mikasa.
Oh yeah, this dude. Okay,
yeah.
all right. That's who I thought you was talking about.
I know you.
That's what I thought you were talking
Yeah,
about.
we had to look him up real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even moments when everybody would kind of like falter, he would always step up. Armin would fall off. He's like, nah, you got to step up. He's like, all right, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Certain times with Aaron, so it's like, nah, I think John is great.
Yeah, he's like a
Honestly,
much
great.
better Usopp, like something like
Nah, stop. Yo, we're not
I
doing this
agree.
right now. Yo, listen. We're not there yet. Don't do this
Usopp
to me
and
right now.
John in the same sentence is disrespectful to John. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, we gonna say-
Wait a minute. Yo,
You know what?
listen.
You're right, bro.
Listen.
John.
Usopp is the
You
realest
all
character
think.
in One Piece, and we're not even gonna do that to
All
Ooh, man.
right.
Yeah, I'm happy for John. John got some recognition. If there's one person that watched Attack on Titan and didn't know who John was, today they know. John over Usopp.
If
One person I
John,
forgot
man. Yeah, John, he's somebody that like definitely steps up every time he needs to step up. And I think it's like he don't even want to do it. There are times where he's like, yo, John, you gotta lead us. Armin is telling him to lead. He's like, all right, this is what we need to do. They're like, John? They're like, yeah. So nah, I think he's underrated. And shout out to Hanji and shout out to Ryan.
Yes.
Anji.
Yes.
Shout out to Anji.
Anji's one of my favorite
shout out to Hanji.
underrated characters. I don't even think she's underrated. I think people
I don't think she's underrated
mutually love her.
Anji's
I
pretty.
think people recognize Hanji for sure.
Yeah,
but
that's
you
true.
gotta always give her credit because she's been so solid throughout the entire show. She's like the perfect type of quirky and weird.
Yeah.
I think throughout the show. And Reiner, man, they should have let him rest a long time ago, man. He just
Facts.
wanted to die.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let him. That man. PTSD,
Poor Reiner,
memory
yeah.
loss, different
Yeah,
personalities.
that is true. He went
You know
through
what
it.
I'm
He
saying?
went through the ringer, yo.
He
on
was
that
going
show.
through it. Yeah,
What
he forgot he was a traitor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, yo.
Undercover that long ago.
Yeah, he forgot. So shout out to him, man.
Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Make sure if y'all in this video right now, if y'all in the live right now, make sure y'all like it up, man. Shout out to everybody that sent the super chat through. So we gonna get to some of y'all super chats right now, man. We know y'all have some questions for us and Brago, so let's get to it, man.
Shout out to that.
We got Karim donated and said, manga readers rate Sanji better than anime watchers. Do you think it has to do with Toys fan service? It looks like more budget is spent on Zoro cutting water than Sanji destroying Kizaru's laser.
Oh my gosh.
I say this because I had a conversation with Vincent Chanzard, who's an animator, the animator, right? And we asked him a question about like, yo, like, what's up with the difference with Zoro and Sanji scenes? And he said he's not sure, but he said like they actually have noticed that there's a difference. The animators, they've noticed that it's a difference. And of course, the animators don't really control it. They just go off of like, it's a director, and it's like they just do what they're told essentially. And he's like, it's noticed, but his thing, he's like, he doesn't know. There's nothing against Sanji. He might say like Zoro just has more like fights, and like so those moments kind of get hyped up a little more, and they're a bit longer than Sanji's moments, so like they get more budget. He doesn't know for sure. But I would say there's definitely, if the animators notice, there's definitely like a difference between how Zoro's handled and Sanji's handled in the anime.
And they're doing a good job with that. The money's going to the right place.
That's crazy.
Wait, what you mean?
Yo, we got.
What you mean?
I said what I said.
I love Sanji. I love Zoro, but I can't get mad at Zoro cooking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like,
Nah, I'm not mad at
Money
Zoro
is
cooking,
being
bro.
allocated in the right places.
We just see what happened with
You think
Lucci.
that because they want you to think that. That's the propaganda. But we'll get to that.
Yo, we got Gintoki donated. It said they asking for a Bleach podcast. They got some hidden messages in there, foreshadowing. And could we get a recap before the 1,000-year Blood War ending? And we definitely gonna get to it. As you see in this podcast, we kind of talk all anime.
Yeah,
So y'all
facts.
locking for us
the Bleach.
in the
We'll have a
future.
Bleach, but we'll get a Bleach one though soon.
For sure. We got lovely Erica donated and said, is Katakuri versus Luffy one of the best fights in One Piece? Or did we just love Katakuri? Katakuri kind of dominated Luffy the entire fight.
That's I know Brago love Katakuri.
Oh, I'm
Katakuri's
that long fight.
Yeah,
I like that
It's the
fight.
best fight.
how do
it's
y'all
considered
feel
one
about
of the best here.
Katakuri? Because I want to know how y'all feel about Katakuri first.
I love Katakuri. That's Big Mom's best child.
He's lit. It's just they dragged out his fight like it was like 2000s Dragon Ball Z episodes.
Yeah, that's true too.
That fight, like that can't be top none fight for me though.
And I feel like-
love him though.
For me, I feel like I wish we could have saw more of him outside of that fight.
Because he was hyped up
Okay.
for that. I feel like, he was who was well designed, you know what I'm saying? Cool ass looking character. And I feel like they planned it where it seems like he's gonna come back in a maybe not a major way, but in a
Some
big
way.
way somehow.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully that's the case.
I hope so too.
And I would argue at
I mean,
that
yeah.
time, it ranked higher for me. Like,
Oh,
obviously,
yeah. It's a lot that's
post Katakuri Luffy fight, we've gotten some ish. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but at that time, I remember I felt very strongly that was one of my favorite fights in One Piece at the time.
And I agree with you at that time frame too.
Yeah, at the time, it was the best fight in One Piece. I mean,
I-
if you want to go back and like talk about Luffy versus Usopp, some people had that.
I love that fight.
I love that fight.
Right, and that's the thing. That's like more sentimental, more context, more like story. But then you want to talk about Luffy versus Rob Lucci.
Yes.
That was another one that was really good.
Rob Lucci.
Maybe.
But I think after that, like Luffy versus Cat kind of was number one for me. I think it's kind of like with the question. I think it's all of that, right? Like I think we love Katakuri. I think it's the best fight in One Piece at the time. And I think it's just when you see how much he dominated Luffy, you're not used to really seeing it like that. Like it's just like it was like one-sided until like Luffy kind of tapped out and came back. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, the design was great. I think just the powers was great. So he was kind of designed for us to like him. I think it kind of hit home. For sure. I just want to say, I'm not going to get into him yet, but I definitely got an Usopp hot take I got to ask you about later. And also, I got a Lucci question for you later since it came up right now. But for sure, we got JP Legend donated and said, is that Saint Saturn's favorite grandson, Brago? Super Saiyan 4 is still the best Dragon Ball transformation of all time. Shout out to JP, man. Shout out to my guy JP. Super Saiyan 4 the best transformation?
Not to me. It's
It is. The fur
Format
and it's black.
the best.
hair,
Let me say
the
best.
tail. Nah, to me, it really look wise.
As far as aesthetically, the moment, like what we talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like
That's a good question.
I think it's looks because I think a lot of people.
what?
A lot of people.
Yeah.
If you ask a lot of people,
Okay.
yo, how did Goku turn Super Saiyan 4? A lot of people ain't gonna be
No,
able to tell you that.
the way he turned Super Saiyan 4, I thought was ass.
Yeah, but
Right,
the actual
right.
like because I even feel like the Dragon Ball Supers, that YouTube series, they even used him as a main character or just because he looked mad cool in it. So
yeah, I think the best. Yeah, I think aesthetically, yeah, probably the best. As far as the transformation, probably I think Super Saiyan are kind of crazy.
The
Think about
first
it.
one? Did you think the first Super Saiyan?
The first Super Saiyan, because I remember like his eyes was flashing green and his hair was going back and forth.
Yeah.
yeah, that
You know what I'm
was
saying?
good, too.
Yeah, that shit was insane. So I think it's Super Saiyan. But as far as looks, Super Saiyan 4.
All right, we got 2 more super chats right here. We're gonna get through these pretty quick, but everybody in the chat, send y'all super chats through. We about to talk some One Piece. So if y'all got some questions for us, make sure you send them in. We're gonna get to them by the end for y'all. We got Mube donated and said, been messing with Brago since Kaido's reveal chapter in RTTV since that finesse Cardi B reaction. Do y'all think the best anime has been created already, or do y'all think it's still in the making? Definitely think it's still in the making. Well, yeah, it's still being created.
Yeah.
Like they're basically saying, is it already out or is it gonna be something?
The one Baruto returns.
All right.
I think it's still in the making. There's a lot of
The best.
yeah.
But
There's a lot of potential.
isn't that a lot of things though? Like there could be a current best, and then obviously something could supersede it in the future. Like I can
maybe
say,
it can't.
But that's what they're saying. Like, because I don't think like for me, I would say the best wrestling era is gone. It's never coming back. It's done.
Yeah.
Like for me, that's the best to me.
Yeah.
Like they're basically saying, will there be another?
but that's
You know
But
what I'm saying?
they will be, and it's Baruto because it's gonna have the aesthetics of the past, and not only that, it's a continuation of probably the greatest son-father storyline ever told in anime. And not only that, if you want to even go further back, it could probably is the greatest grandfather-son grandson storyline we've ever seen, and them three together as grandfather, father, and son. Who's touching them? Nobody.
Yo, sell it, Rob. Sell it.
So Baruto, like I said, with the storyline is gonna have all the aesthetics of the past and the nostalgic. That's what I mean.
So
they
you-
have nostalgic of the past.
Is that a paid ad?
No.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, because like yo, you talk about a dead grandfather. Yeah, we probably not even gonna see the series.
How do you know?
we probably
We seen him in the
he got
last one.
reincarnated.
Yeah, how you know that? You don't know that.
What arc?
He has no.
And then he
It's anime.
died.
Like, yo, Jerry,
We talking about-
possible.
Anything's possible.
Bro, if
but
Kitty
I
Mon
mean,
came back, it's possible.
I don't know if they gonna do that again with Minato. I
That's
don't
an
know.
interesting question though.
It is.
telling me
I mean,
not
That's a great question.
and it will be subjective, I guess.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
because there's
saying?
not a universal best anime.
But it's kind of to you. Like the best, I feel like obviously we're
You know
talking,
what I think they're
if we're
asking?
talking just numbers, I mean obviously I think some will eventually be better numbers wise. But like if we're talking about the best to you, I always think the best is like what I think is the best. I don't take the best as like the obvious number.
No, but what I think they're saying is there gonna be something that people would say, yo, it could contend for the best? Because I think that's what.
Yeah.
It is never everyone is subjective, but is there talent or show good enough where it'll be like, yo, nah, I don't know. That
Well,
might
I think
compete with.
we kind of got to look at other mediums. Like, is there a movie that's come out in the past 10 years that we put as the best movie of all time?
10
True.
years.
Interstellar came out within the last 10 years.
Nah. I
Some
don't
people
think
think
so.
when did Dark Knight come
I
out?
think 2015.
Yeah, right.
Dark Knight was
came out?
2010.
Well, 2014.
2000.
No, Dark Knight. He said something.
I said Dark
Knight
Knight.
was-
That was way before.
Dark Knight is well
That
before
was
that.
back
Yeah.
then. Yeah. So that's the thing you kind of got to think about, like, what's considered the best movie of all time? Or, like, top 5.
But
kinda
TV shows we could do that though.
TV shows just come out.
Like Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones,
Thrones.
Breaking Bad, and then if you like even the music, you could say like
Nah,
Drake.
don't bring on music. Like music is. I
Nah,
think
but no, I'm
we reached
saying
the peak
Drake.
in music.
No, but I'm saying no. He said 10 years
He
ago.
said we
Let's
reached the peak of music.
Let's just say hip
not
hop.
music. Sports. Not LeBron. Okay, you
Tom
got
Brady.
A point. No,
But
but,
he's-
he came out 2000. Okay, you got a point. You got a point.
yeah, so it's like, it's tough.
It depends.
I think with anime, like, to have something that comes out and for, like, maybe a consensus best, I think the closest thing we've gotten recently is probably JJK.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
And I ain't gonna lie. After
Thank
reading
you.
that manga,
Yeah.
bro, I do think that it could
Yeah.
go on. Like,
Probably, I think JJK, like, if they continue with the animation, I think it's gonna fly up a lot of people's lists.
Thank you,
because-
Brago. You just flew up in my list of people I like in life.
And listen, bro, and if they do what they do right with whatever the movie that I think they should make, yeah, I think it's gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna say what, but if they got something in JJK that they should make a movie, it'll break all the records.
I agree with
What?
that. If you're talking about like
Yeah.
what happens after this next arc. Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
That would.
That's how you know it's real.
It better be that Demon Slayer movie.
Nah, I think it would. I think it would beat that.
It would.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know, Brock. I don't know because the Demon Slayer movies are gonna just get better.
And shout out to Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
right
would
now-
say like who's the most iconic character in Demon Slayer?
Tanjiro.
Probably Tanjiro. Yeah.
It's Tanjiro, right?
Yeah. I get.
How does Tanjiro compare to him?
Yes, you're
All
right.
right.
I don't I don't know what y'all saying, but all I gotta say is that's my sensei.
Yo. So that would be the last super chat for now.
Okay.
We have some more coming in. Shout out to everybody that sent them in. Like I said, we're gonna definitely get to them, but we got more great podcasts for y'all. So let's get to it.
Damn.
So now it's time to get into one of our favorite shows that we all love, and a show that plays a special place in our heart because we're all trying to figure out where the
One Piece?
One Pieces.
Yeah, okay. I want to make sure I was wrong,
we're all
bro. You
trying
looked
to
at me. I thought it was a trivia question. I almost
we're all
fumbled
trying
real
to figure
quick.
out where the
Evan thought
One Piece is at.
I thought he was gonna say,
Okay.
"Where's Waldo?"
when did your journey of trying to discover the One Piece begin? So like, when did you start watching or reading One Piece?
I want to say like it was. I forget the exact summer, but it was close to when. I want to say back then. For me, I was trying to find long running anime, and so that's how I got onto Naruto. After Naruto, was like I want something that I can like watch for a minute because I was tired of watching I watched like some short anime, then so I wanted to watch something longer. So that's when I watched like Katakuri Hitman Reborn. And then after I saw One Piece, I gave it a try. I was like, this ain't it. I was like, I don't know what the hell this is. I'm not rocking.
Same.
And then I think it was close to the Naruto kind of getting to the end. I was like, let me give it another try, bro. They're not gonna make this many episodes if it's not good. Right? They can't. So I want to say what got me like Baratier.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, I watched to Baratier, and that was like, I was like, all right, they got something here. They got something I can hold on to. But it was like, I want to say it was in the 2008. It was one summer that I just started watching. Yeah, around then.
Shout out Sanji.
Yeah, facts.
Sir, the finesse
That's a
of the
great
fly
arc.
dresser.
So
Baratier is a great
pivot?
arc.
Yeah, I agree.
When'd you pivot to like, I want the manga now?
I got caught up, funny enough, right when the manga went on break. So it's like while I was watching, it was getting towards like the time skip. So after I got caught up, I was like, I need to figure out what happens. So then I started reading, and I want to say it's close. I want to say like when I got caught up, the manga was about to go on break. So it was like right around that time after Marineford.
Wow.
And then I remember it was like a 6-week break with the manga. And then I remember during that time, I was on like, that's when I was in the comment sections, like talking to people, speculating, what's the designs gonna be like, what's gonna happen. It was crazy because it felt like a long time. Because he was like, yo, it's like this is a time skip. It's about to go crazy. So around that time was when I got up and got into the manga.
And when did you become BDA Law?
I want to say the first reaction I did on camera, because I had done reactions before, but I didn't upload it. But I think it was 794, chapter 794. That's like towards the end of Dressrosa. 793, 794. That's with like Akainu and Fujitora going at it. So that's like right before the Kaido reveal. Like right before the 795, or when the Kaido just drops out of the sky. So what happened, like we had that chapter with Dressrosa where they were talking about like Fujitora was talking to Kainu about showing the people or admitting to the people that they did wrongdoings. And I remember like I was kind of talking to myself. Like, I was at work. I was like, man, like, how do I feel about this? And I'm like doing a review in my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, I should just do a reaction, bro. Because at this time I'm watching like King of Lightning. I'm watching Sawyer, Co-Provider, Double 4 for Neverworld. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching like those guys. So after that, I just decided to upload a reaction. and upload a reaction on Brago Diaz, and then ain't really do nothing. But I got a like, you know what I'm saying, and somebody commented some spam, but it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Somebody watched it, you know what I'm saying? But that was like, it was just great just getting my thoughts out there. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody that I knew was really watching One Piece.
Yeah.
Like, I knew people watching Naruto and things like that, but nobody's watching One Piece. So it was just like, it was either the comment section or, you know what I'm saying? Let me just basically talk to myself or talk to the internet. Yeah. So after that, it's just like, I kind of got addicted to just like share my thoughts on the chapters. And it was like, that time I was talking about like One Piece, and I was talking about, this is when Naruto was going, like, they were dropping like different filler episodes. I think it dropped like I'm not sure y'all seen it. It's like an episode where if Itachi didn't die. I don't know if y'all saw that filler.
That's like during the Shippuden, like fillers, or?
Yeah. It's like how would Sasuke be if Itachi doesn't die? So Itachi's alive and Sasuke's like growing up with him there. I don't know if you want me to spoil you what happens. Do you want me to tell y'all what happens?
Yeah, I kind of do.
Oh, yeah, I want you to tell me.
Basically, Sasuke gets jealous of how good Itachi is, so then he leaves no matter what.
Oh,
so
that's why I hated Sasuke.
Sasuke.
Like,
so he leaves a cornball for that. What?
He leaves to get stronger than his brother. But nah, like, so I was reviewing stuff like that, reviewing Bleach. I don't know if this was like a random thing that I did as well. Ushio Tutora, like, it's like a demon anime. So I was like, and of course, it was like Fairy Tail Zero. I don't know how y'all feel about Fairy Tail.
Yeah. I love Fairy Tail,
man.
Fairy Tail over Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
That's the first
I'd say
Fairy
Tail.
I'm definitely taking Fairy Tail.
Over
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, not over Yu-Gi-Oh. I can't do it.
I can see.
But my fault.
There's some moments in Fairy Tail though. There's some moments, but it's you know what it is. It's valleys and peaks.
Fairy Tail is a great time, bro.
Yes,
like,
it is.
That's what I'm saying, man. Thank you.
Actually, I apologize all the time. I said that to you.
It's it's funny. It got, the characters are great. I think Fairy Tail's a great time. I think, like somebody says, great mid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
great
not
mid.
gonna-
See, if you said that, then I can roll with that.
What do I watch?
I can roll with that.
CW shows.
Yeah, you're right.
CW.
Nah, it's fun.
Madam Web.
It's fun.
And I agree with that statement just because, for me, I get a lot of flack for being a Fairy Tail fan, not just from these guys, but from the comment sections, from the world, actually. I could say that. I say this all the time. I started watching Fairy Tail because it helped me get through a certain point in my life, and it's always held a good place in my heart. So I appreciate you saying that Fairy Tail is a good time, because it is a good time.
It's a great time, bro. Like, I think a lot of people that haven't even watched Fairy Tail, they going off of other people's opinions and like, nah, Fairy Tail is trash. Nah, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was hyped for the Grand Magic Games. You know what I'm saying?
That was a good arc. It was.
You know what I'm saying?
That
so it's just
was really good for me.
I even like 100-Year Quest.
I'm really thinking in my head, if you take a compilation of like the best of Fairy Tail, it is better than Yu-Gi-Oh. It is.
I think so. I personally think so too,
Magic
bro.
Games, I'm taking that over anything in Yu-Gi-Oh.
But that's like saying you're just gonna compare one arc to like a whole anime. Like,
no, but
they don't really work like that.
No, but I'm saying if I take the Fairy Tail's a long anime, so I'm saying if I take all of my peaks of Fairy Tail, it's better than.
I enjoyed the Fairy Tail anime more than the Yu-Gi-Oh anime.
Here it is.
I do too.
That's Bronco.
I won't even argue the anime being better of Yu-Gi-Oh. I think like I have it because like I like to play the cards and that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like
it.
I think that's why I enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh.
That makes sense for you, yeah.
But like,
for the most part, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know how y'all felt about GX.
We haven't watched it yet.
I watched it as a kid.
I watched some of it
when I was younger. I liked it.
Yeah.
You didn't like GX?
Nah, GX was cool.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it was fine. But for the most part, my love for not for Yu-Gi-Oh, it mostly comes from because I like the game. I like playing the card game. You know what I'm saying?
Good. These
like,
guys,
some cool modes, but cool modes.
Yeah, like that was my thing. But I feel like if I had to describe the difference for Yu-Gi-Oh and Fairy Tail for me,
the game cards help it though.
like,
you guys play the cards.
I agree. But I think Fairy Tail had higher highs than Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes.
But the lows of Fairy Tail I'll watch any
It'd be
episode of
funny,
Yu-Gi-Oh
but it'd
right
be- yo,
now
I
before
can
I gotta
easily
watch
say-
that
It's
low.
funny,
Easy say it's funnier
That's
though.
how I feel.
I can easily say it's funnier though. That's
true.
what it is. It'd be
It's funny,
like,
though.
Man, shout out Lucy Harfield,
funny.
man.
yeah. And then real
tale
quick,
has
shout
fan
out
service.
to
Fan
top.
service like a mug.
Shout out to Top Podcast. Appreciate y'all with the super chat. They
For
said
sure.
Fairy Goons is golden in its own way.
Facts.
Shout out to the 1,000+ people in here. We appreciate you guys rocking with us. man.
Steven Top said it. Top said
Yeah.
Fairy Tale over Yu-Gi-Oh.
Very goons. He said that for a reason.
That's
That's
cool.
that fan service.
That's
in there.
fan service.
It's
It
hella
is. But I
fan
know that
service.
plays
It's
a
hella
part.
That
fan
plays a
service.
factor though.
It does. I love me some
does
Lucy.
play.
That's why Jerry love Ursa, bro. He don't care how she fight.
Bob,
He
yeah.
want to
Here's
fight
the
with
thing,
her.
though.
Nah,
Here's the
I
thing,
love how
though.
Ursa. What? I
Fan
don't care how
service
she
and Fairy
fight.
Tale is bad. But like, have y'all seen Fire Force?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I think the fan service I've seen in that is worse than anything I've seen in Fairy Tale.
No
That's
way.
not true.
No
That's
way.
not true.
No
Yo,
way.
Bronco,
No way.
I like you.
No way.
You geesed it right there.
Hold on,
There's
hold on.
way more fan service.
no.
Isn't there only like one character?
no, no.
There's only one
Say,
character in.
There's
in,
a lot more
Fire
fan
Force.
service, wild fan service in Fairy Tale than there is Fire Force.
Yeah, in totality,
No,
because it's one
totality.
character.
I say no. It's way more fan service in Fairy Tale.
Yeah.
But what happened in Fire Force, how it happens in Fire Force, I'm like, what are we doing?
Oh,
I agree. I agree. Shorty just always just.
Yeah, because she just trips and
I'm
falls
like,
with a titty
what?
pop out.
But like that's kind of like with Lucy too.
No, but Lucy, she got on at least like skimpy clothing. She got on like
No.
a bra.
There's multiple instances in where Lucy's just naked out of nowhere,
That's
and
true,
we don't
too.
even know why. It just comes out. It's like Lucy, you're naked, and then she's in the clock, dude, and then it's like There's multiple.
She be
reasons.
showering.
There be reasons.
Yeah.
Warm up Natsu sometimes. Remember, she had to get butt naked and warm up
Yeah.
Natsu. That was a real
One
thing.
reason. But there's a lot more reasons where she's
You
just
just
naked.
you just love to hate on Lucy. Leave her alone.
She's the main
man.
character.
yeah,
Leave her
yeah,
alone.
They had your
bro.
girl Ursa strapped
Ursa
up. That's the
Scarlet.
fan service.
But I feel you though, Shorty in Fire Force really do be coming up out that fire
Yeah.
uniform. Like she
sure.
be coming up out that for any reason.
Bro. What be going
She
on?
ain't stopping no fire.
Oh my God.
Our fault, Brago. You was speaking about streaming, and then you said you Fairy Tale, and then we cut you. We kind of got into that.
Oh yeah. Basically, when I got into the manga, like I was just reviewing, doing reactions to One Piece and all that different stuff, and then like eventually it just like One Piece just became like more fun because then I started streaming and doing reactions live, and then we just kind of went from there.
And
I was gonna say, yo, one of my favorite things about you, bro, and I know a lot of my viewers on my stream know this, but I love how you articulate yourself, especially when you're explaining some of these manga chapters. Because anytime I have like a hard time, like, damn, how does this connect to something in the past? You always have the answers for that. Like, how did you get good at that? Were you always kind of good at that, like growing up, like reading and comprehending things, or like did that just come over time?
I would say definitely over time. But like I think streaming with my guys and my friends definitely helped because like we would argue everything, bro. Like every chapter to the T, like every small detail, we go back and forth. And then because you arguing and you debating, sometimes before the streams, you gotta go reread something. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta go make sure that you know what you're talking about, or you're gonna get cooked.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like somebody brings something up, you're like, wait, what's that? I'm like, this nigga don't even know. So it's just like you kind of gotta be ready. So I think just having the conversations, and then also like going through the process of making videos. When you making a video on a chapter, you gotta read the chapter like a bunch of times, right? And then sometimes I'm reading the chapter, I'm like, yo, why did this happen? So then sometimes I'll go back and reread like an old chapter, see if I can make like a connection. So over time, it just started coming naturally. And then I'm thinking about like how I'm explaining it to somebody that they don't talk about the chapter every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They read the chapter and then just go about their day. Where for us, reading the chapter, we seen it on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? We talking about it multiple times. I'm DMing people talking about the chapter. So I'm kind of like thinking about people that like they're reading a chapter and it's like, this is cool. Then they just go about their day. So it's just like, sometimes you just got to give like a refresher. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not as into it like you are. So that's kind of how I go about it.
So question for you. I know you said at the beginning, like, yo, you did a couple reactions you hadn't put out. Then you put out that initial reaction and you got like a view and you got a comment. What was that moment for you that you made the decision, like, this is what I'm doing and I'm going to keep doing it no matter what? Because I feel like as a content creator, we all have that moment where we like, oh, okay, Eureka, like, it's time, like, to press play and kind of go a little bit harder in that lane.
I don't know, bro, because like initially I was just like enjoying talking about One Piece.
Yep.
And then I was really enjoying streaming. I think where I started taking it seriously because back then you had on YouTube, some people don't remember, like there was not like a distinction between videos and like live streams. It was just videos, right? So in the algorithm, if you were streaming a lot, then videos typically wouldn't perform well, right? So I would stream and then I would try to make videos. And the videos, they would do decent. I was like, I don't know, like I feel like these videos fire, bro. I feel like they should, do better than this. But my streams would go crazy. So after that, I was like, let me just do an experiment. So I started another channel. That was BDA Law, right? And I started BDA Law to say like, all right, if I started a brand new channel that's making videos on it, how would they do? And funny enough, I uploaded the same video on Braga Ace. I think I had like 9,000 subs at the time. And I had like 0 subs on this new channel. And the video on the new channel did better than the video on Braga Ace. And I was like, okay. My kind of suspicions were confirmed that like basically YouTube is telling me stream, nigga. Like that's what we want you to do here. Like we try to make videos for. So then after that, I think I waited like a year to go back making videos on BDA Law. And after I was like, let me upload some videos. They did well. And I think like I picked like a random like topic. And I was like, yo, if this video do well, I'm gonna start uploading a lot more videos on BDA Law. Cause I'm not gonna lie, a part of me did not want to split channels. I wanted to upload on Braga Ace because that's where my guys was, right? We had been streaming. I wanted like that to be the channel. So I didn't want to upload on a new channel. But I was like, if the video does well, I'm gonna start uploading videos here seriously. And I did a video on Caribou. I was like, and the video did well. I was like, all right, say less. Then we just started uploading more on that channel. It's kind of been up from there.
And how did it feel from going to watching these different dope creators like King of Lightning to years later becoming such a pivotal staple in the community where your breakdowns is so knowledgeable that a lot of the community gets the information from you to a point that you get to connect with the actual people from the show and communicate. How did that feeling and experience feel?
It was crazy. I mean, it was things coming full circle. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's like even with Cole specifically, even Sawyer, just watching them to the point that now we're like peers. I think it was just looking at One Piece and how One Piece, I mean, it's, friendship matters and how that can bring people together. I kind of look at it that way because even before like I started making videos and they started doing well, sometimes like some of those guys would pop into my streams and we just have like conversations. So it just felt like almost like a brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, damn, these people that I used to watch, now they're like my guys, so it was just kind of surreal that, now we can just chill and talk One Piece together. So I kind of look at it as like One Piece is bringing us all together. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, man, like that decision I made to just do a live reaction that day and finally upload it. You know what I'm saying? The audio was trash, video was trash, but I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? It kind of brought me to that moment. So it was just like, it was just things coming full circle. That's why One Piece, like, no matter what happens, bro, like we could fall through the earth and fall to another planet. I'm not dropping One Piece. It don't matter, bro. I'm not dropping One Piece. Like it's done too much as far as like I have lifelong friends because of One Piece.
Yeah.
So it's stamped. Sure.
And tough quote. I don't know if this will be tough for you, but when it comes to One Piece, the anime or the manga for you, and why? Which one would you prefer?
Right now, the anime. The anime is better right now.
Damn, now the anime, Brago, that's crazy.
Yeah, right now the anime is better. Well, what I mean is like, y'all all experience Wano,
Yep.
but I think anime Wano is better than manga Wano.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Wano in general? Because that was like I know that's one of the more criticized arcs in One Piece, and there's so much things that people care about, like what happened with Kaido, his whole thing. Like, what are your thoughts on Wano, and where does that like kind of rank for you in One Piece arcs?
Wano is tough, bro.
Yeah.
Wano is tough because Wano got some peaks, right?
They do.
Wano got some peaks, but it got some valleys.
Fact.
It got some moments where I'm just like, so I would say Wano is a good time. I think I got my expectations too high. I would say y'all didn't feel this because y'all watching the anime. In the manga, because we kind of keep our ear to the streets with everything One Piece, the editors were hyping up Wano while we were experiencing Whole Cake Island. You know what I'm saying? So we're in Whole Cake Island and we're hearing, wait for Wano. Oda's been waiting his entire career to draw Wano. Oda's been like, Wano's going to be the one. So we went into Wano with like super high expectations.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like, I'm expecting it to be the best arc in One Piece, easily. And I think Act 1 was great. I thought Act 1 was fire. And then we just started getting into, I think, a bunch of unnecessary things, some characters that I think it just got too bloated, right? It's just too many things that I feel like Oda was trying to focus on in Wano, where the characters, it was difficult to find a connection to. Like, if you ask me, like, a character that had a great connection with in Wano, it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, well, I like Odin, you know what I'm saying? But I know people like, I like Yasui. I don't care for Yasui like that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I don't care for Hyogoro like that. You know what I'm saying? The Scabbards, it's like, they cool, but like my favorite Scabbard, I don't know. Like, they all, like, I don't know.
They said
You know
something like
what I'm saying?
Wano had the most characters of any arc, like by far in all of One Piece. So like one of the things is like they really didn't get to make you kind of have that emotion for these characters.
It was no connection there. And then I thought Kaido was going to had the chance to be the best villain in One Piece. Like, I thought he was trending that way. But I don't think his story has come full circle yet.
Yeah.
So I think that ball was dropped, as much as I like Kaido. So I think at the end of the day, personally, I think Oda got to a point where he's like, damn, this shit going too long. I got to wrap it up. That's how I feel.
Yeah, one of my
he got to
favorite
the point where
things.
he's like, I got to go.
One of my favorite explanations, I think it was you that said, I was watching one of your videos, you was like, yeah, they dropped the ball on Kaido. Like, Kaido, we thought he was going to get more of his story, but it just showed us that he went from a little-sized dude to a medium-sized dude
Yeah,
to a
that was a
big-sized
meme.
dude.
That was a meme. That's it. That was the meme that was trending, right? Where it's like he's little, medium, big, right? And it's like, bro, like, all right, why does he talk to Yamato about, not knowing enough, right? What motivated him to kind of go? We know that the old hag, had a place there, but why did he stay, right? How does he feel about Joy Boy now, right? Like, for Kaido, you kind of feel like a lot of his story is incomplete. And then even King, I thought King could be a character to offer a lot of context. They have King not saying nothing most of the arc.
Yeah.
Right?
They made him lose
Like
to
King-
like a sucker.
Stop it.
I don't know about all that, but listen, King, you know what I'm saying? I felt like King was like the perfect character to offer so much when it comes to like even the Celestial Dragons, some history, right? With his lineage, where he came from, his race, right? King could offer so much, and King was somebody that Oda did not have speak. I think even King, Oda, and this is just my opinion, I feel like King should have had Conqueror's haki. Like, if we have Zoro kind of struggling with fighting King, and he's trying to wield Enma, and he's just unlocking Conqueror's haki, why not have King as somebody that's following Kaido, his right-hand man, have Conqueror's haki, and could bring shed some more light on Conqueror's haki, and Zoro has to overcome that. I feel like because you don't give King anything character wise. I think power wise he's limited. His devil fruit feels useless. It's just like we don't really care about King like that. And so I think that's the thing with Wano. It's hard to care about what was going on in the arc because it was too much. But I think it was like, again, a lot of peak moments. I think Roof Piece was probably like one of the best stretches in One Piece ever.
Yeah.
If not the best. Right? That was peak. And I think for that, I think Wano's a good arc. I just think we wanted to care a little more like we do for most One Piece arcs, where it's just something that we connect with, a character that we connect with, just some moment that kind of moves us. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with Wano, it's just like, even as much as I like Odin, like, again, with us reading the manga, we kind of nitpick a bit too much. It's just moments with Odin. I'm like, Odin, why the hell are you doing that?
Yeah.
That don't make
feel
no
you.
sense. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, Odin, like, and then like, you know, y'all will go on, y'all find out some more stuff where like, it's going to make you look at Odin even more crazy.
Damn.
So I think at the end of the day, Wano's good, but it's too bloated not to be great. So it just feels like you get to a point where Wano, you're just like, can we get out of here?
They hold Big Mom. They hold Big Mom in Wano, bro.
Man, forget
Kaido.
yeah,
And Kaido.
Yeah, like I feel maybe that's one of the reasons why I guess that too. Like the villains in general, like Big Mom's amnesia, like it was. Yeah.
You bring back Big Mom in a way where it's like, you know, Big Mom's a monster. Then you kind of take away like her personality to make her manageable, right? And you're like, yo, you have this monster that you're just taking her personality away to make her manageable, and you're only doing it for the arc to make sense. You know what I'm saying? And you feel that. And so, and I think honestly, like, you kind of look at, and this goes back to like even Luffy versus Katakuri, where you kind of feel like no matter what, the Straw Hats or Luffy's going to come through.
Yep.
Because like we said earlier, Luffy got his ass beat that entire fight and still won. Right? So it's still a situation where it's just like now it feels like the deck is being stacked against everybody else for the Straw Hats to win. And so in Wano, it just, again, too much going on, too many useless characters. And so we kind of feel like it doesn't feel as fulfilling. Even at the end, it doesn't feel as fulfilling. I think that's what that arc was missing.
Yeah, I feel like that's why Marineford is my favorite arc, because the stakes ended up mattering. Where like in Wano, the stakes really didn't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, yo, Luffy went through it and he like it mattered. Like we took a death, like it was over. Like in Wano, I feel like the stakes were supposed to be a lot higher and it never really.
If Wano got the full metal treatment in terms of like making a condensed version, I think it would be regarded way higher. Like Wano Brotherhood, bro.
You know what's funny? I think they need a longer arc. Like I think they needed more in Wano, because like
Why the hell
because like the characters, because like you could flesh out some of those characters a little better. Like I think you could flesh out. Like,
I agree.
So you can substitute.
I think based on what they did, okay, like if we have Wano as it is, you would need more time to flesh out the characters.
Exactly.
But to make Wano better, if you start from the beginning, cut out a lot of the characters, bro. Like cut out like the ice only stuff. I mean, Hero is necessary because he taught Luffy and stuff, but like it's a lot of stuff that could have been chopped. And then like characters got made, you know, irrelevant, and because they're just like they became stupid. Like Hawkins started crazy. I thought Hawkins was cooking the first act. Then all of a sudden, Hawkins is talking to himself. Hawkins he getting chopped up by everybody. I'm like, bro, Hawkins, what happened to you, bro? You went up against Luffy and Zoro and you got out of there. Then it's like you stymied Law, and all of a sudden Hawkins can't do nothing right. X Drake, I don't know what the hell was going on with X Drake. The Toby Roppo, we don't care about Sasaki, right? Like the best one is Ulti. I love Ulti. But other than that, it's just like we don't really care about the Toby Roppo like that. Who was who? He was just exposition. He got packed up by Jinbei like
fast too.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah,
easy. And bro, and they was trying to jump him. It was who's who and his guys, and his girl was jumping Jinbei, and he still won easy. So I don't know, bro. It's just
the only thing that came out of that fight was just us learning about the Nikafu, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
who was just exposition. That's all he was. He just telling us about Nika. That's it. So you know, good arc, but we should have had a lot more.
I agree.
I think.
What was your favorite arc? You'd say?
Hard to top Marineford.
I know missing some people that we really didn't need there. I feel you.
We can't top Marineford. I think the stakes were too real at the time. And then that arc changed the story forever.
Yeah.
Saying like it changed the story forever. So for me, top one is Marineford, and right behind that probably Sabaody.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Okay.
And I feel like all the big hitters were there in Marineford.
That's
Like
true.
Blackbeard, Whitebeard, like we got to see a lot in that
Thanks.
arc. Yeah.
Yeah,
We had
everybody.
We had a lot of people we didn't need.
Like who you talking about, bro?
Just say his name, man.
Nobody.
Just say his name, man.
Usopp.
Nah, we needed him there.
Yeah, that's
We needed him there.
That's
Chill.
who.
We
That's
needed him.
who. There's a lot of them now, but shout out to them. And what would you say is the worst arc to you?
Syrup Village.
Damn. Yo, what Usopp do to you? Golly, man.
That Usopp.
So-
Yo,
so
we be on the
listen,
same
listen.
page till we not,
Is
man.
Usopp your least favorite character?
Nah, he not. But I'm just like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you can skip Syrup Village.
No, you could.
Like
You really could,
I'm
They
like,
gotta
bro,
bring his shorty
nigga,
back for him later, though.
Bro, we do not.
We
care
don't even
about
keep
Kaya.
that boat either. Like,
You don't even keep the bond.
Listen. But it mattered, though. We fought over
No,
that
it
boat.
mattered.
Bro, he crashed out because he was insecure. It
We're not
wasn't
doing
even
this.
about
We're
the
not
boat. It was
hey,
about him.
That's a personal problem.
Here's the thing.
Mary
Here's the
did
thing.
this with you.
It doesn't mean it's bad. It's just that an arc has to be the worst, and it's just Syrup Village. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, Usopp joins and you get a boat. Let's go. That's it. But I do like Captain Kuro, but like you can skip Syrup Village.
Sakura was kind of cool, yeah.
yeah, he was cool.
Yeah.
Even in the live action.
Yeah.
Facts.
He was cool, but like Kuro lost some aura when we found out what his dream was. He just wanted to retire. I mean, he's like he was tired of it, man. He's like, I'm gonna take this money and I'm just gonna chill here for the rest of my life. Nah, so
When is that a
I did
bad
like
thing
Captain
to have a
Kuro.
retirement plan? So wait, Braga, you against a
Nah.
retirement plan? What's going on right now, bro?
if you're a pirate, man, go do something, bro. You're a pirate or not? You got the will or not? He's like, nah, I'm gonna steal this money. I'm just gonna chill. So nah, I wasn't rocking with Captain Kuro.
Yo, Zeph. But what about Zeph? Zeph retired and became a chef. What's wrong with
He
that?
lost a leg though.
Yeah.
He lost a leg though.
Isn't that
And-
a regular
and-
pirate thing?
Zeth's story is crazy.
Yeah,
And
that's-
Zeph's
that's
a
already
legend
fine.
too.
Yeah.
And he's a legend too. So like, you know, Captain Kuro ain't accomplished nothing. He's like, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I'm out. Yeah, like, I'm done with this. So nah. But if I had to pick the worst, it's Syrup Village. Doesn't mean it's
Okay.
bad though. It's not a terrible arc.
Okay, if you had to pick, we asked you your favorite arc, worst arc. What would you say is if you got to pick a devil fruit for yourself? What devil fruit would you pick?
Off of just what I want or off of like personality?
Both. What would
What you
pick?
want?
Yeah.
What you want is a good one. I want based off what you want. Like
I'd want Enel's fruit.
he's a popular character, man. I
Mhm.
still you
I
and
want
King of
Enel's
Lightning,
fruit.
man.
I mean, I don't like Enel as much as Cole, but like,
Okay.
but I love the devil fruit. I think the devil fruit is like amazing.
Okay.
As far as personality, maybe like Marco's fruit.
Shout out to Marco.
Marco is
Yeah.
a good character.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah, probably Marco's fruit.
He needs more attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had this
Marco, y'all like Marco?
I love Marco,
like-
honestly. I need more Marco in life, yo. Honestly. Like Burning Blood.
Yeah, you got your ass.
I love Burning Blood.
Yeah, he's
Oh, for real?
Marco will cook you, man. Marco is a cheat code in Burning Blood.
Yeah,
Nah,
cheat
for sure.
code, bro. Him and Whitebeard.
You just do the same combo, just fly through you.
That's it.
Nah,
That's it.
that's it.
Shout out to that guy.
Nah,
Burning Blood.
I mean, yeah, kind of was crazy in Burning Blood. I think was it DLC? I think DLC Ace and Shanks was broken in Burning Blood.
Did we get Shanks?
We did.
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
With the gun.
I got
Ace.
questions. I got questions, Brago, and I want to do like a just like a this or that with you. One piece related. I'm
bet.
gonna give you a few names. You tell me who you like is better. You feel me?
All right,
All right. So we have Mihawk or Shanks.
thanks.
All right, Shanks or Luffy?
Stuck. He got stuck.
Who I like more?
Yeah, who you like more? Yeah. If you want to give
Shanks.
explanation, I'll take it too.
Shanks.
Shanks? Yes. All right, Shanks or Garp?
Shanks.
All right, Shanks or Dragon?
Shanks.
Shanks or Blackbeard?
Shanks.
Shanks or Katakuri?
Katakuri.
No way.
Wait, what?
That just blew my mind.
That actually.
Katakuri.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I like
Stories
Katakuri
of
with
a
a Shanks. Yeah.
Okay.
So we get into that. Who's your favorite character? I'm pretty sure I think we know who it is. But
Katakuri was like
who's your favorite character
Katakuri.
in One Piece and why?
It's Katakuri. It's Katakuri.
Yeah.
Well, Well, I think for one, this is gonna sound crazy, right? But I like the fact that he beat Luffy's ass the entire fight.
Okay.
Right? I think Luffy needed to like be humbled or just like realize there's levels to this, right? So that was good. But also I like what he stands for. Where like at the end of the day, he's a conqueror that's basically just there to kind of look after his siblings. Like even at the end when we found out like he's basically just looking after Brule and Brule's looking after him.
Mhm.
You got to respect that. And for the most part, he's kind of holding everything together. And I think as an older sibling, you can kind of relate to that, where it's just like the responsibility kind of all falls on you. You know what I'm saying? And even if you don't get the credit for it, you're the person, you're kind of the anchor with all of it. So it's just like with him, I kind of related to that in a way. So he kind of became my favorite character.
Do you
And I
catch
think-
any
and I
flack
think
for that?
It's not as crazy because I like Katakuri.
Yeah.
Well, the One Piece community, like niggas like to move on quick. You see what I'm saying? So like as soon as somebody lose, they're like, man, he ass. Like, let's just go to the next guy. So you do catch flack for like liking Katakuri because they're like, man, look at King, look at this, look at this. I'm like, yeah, but like Kat is still that guy. You know what I'm saying? So people think I hate Luffy because I wanted Luffy to lose at Whole Cake Island. But I just felt like that would be better for the story if like an L happens there, because I think after all that and Luffy still gets the dub and gets out of there, he like walks out in the mirror world. I'm like, bro, he not gonna lose.
Mhm.
Like he can't lose. And so it's just like, it kind of goes back to stakes a little bit. So for me, I like Katakuri for that, but I think Luffy should have lost, bro.
Yeah, there's something satisfying
big
about
lose,
watching the
but-
main character lose.
100%.
There's something satisfying about watching like that plot armor and then being like, all right, but it's not all the way there.
For sure.
Like,
Yeah.
it's something satisfying.
Nah, but like you got to think about it. Like, I think that makes for the best arcs, though.
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
the main character don't come out with a dub because you expect him to win every time.
yeah.
It's like I think that's why we like Marineford so much, because it was humbling, right? Like he got some small wins, but at the end of the day, like they was kicking him around like this ain't your show. You know what I'm saying? And so I think for me, it's just like it'll be better tension, and it'd be a way for like Luffy to grow. And for me, at the end of the day, I want Luffy to kind of grow and kind of get past like and overcome obstacles. I don't want to feel like Luffy's just like the story's kind of catered around him and he's gonna find a way for him to get through it. No, let him grow through it. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
feel
respect
you
that.
on that, because like that opinion could like not really go with a lot of people's like thought process in the One Piece community. And the whole
hate
Cake Island, you going against Luffy while everyone's rooting for Luffy. Like I could relate to that so much, because you want to get something out of Luffy. You want to find the best to strive out of Luffy. And I feel the same exact way. I think like exactly how you feel, but I think my hate might be more than just the arc. It might be the whole entire series, because I need more from just someone being the cocky person, someone not communicating enough, someone being an asshole, someone not getting more dialogue, more emotion, more breakdown, and just understanding his teammates, his crew, only being arrogant and not even trying to find the directions to places, yo, bro. Like I feel the same exact way, bro. And not only that, the coloring of they did some of these characters, green on green just ain't it, bro. Like,
Not
so
wearing
I
that
feel you,
anymore,
man. The
Rob.
same way you feel about Luffy, I feel about Zoro, and they hate on me all the time. But you get what I feel, and I get how you feel, and the community can see that.
I don't think he say he hate Luffy.
He
I don't hate Luffy. I think
He didn't say he didn't like Luffy.
He
You
didn't
just
root
don't
for
like
Luffy.
Zoro.
Nah.
Like no matter what he does,
No,
you just don't like Zoro.
I see the connection.
It's
I see
not-
the
it's not-
similarities.
It's not
No,
the
you
same.
do.
I
Is it
love.
second?
Here's the thing. I love Luffy. I think Luffy, as far as like what it means, what he means to One Piece, is exceptional, right? I think it's a beauty in like him being himself. Kind of has gotten him to this point, and his crewmates they rally around that, and they understand his strengths, they understand his weaknesses, and then they all kind of grow because of that. You know what I'm saying? So Luffy gets to be himself, and they love him unapologetically for that. You know what I'm saying? So I love Luffy. You know what I'm saying? I just think I want growth, right? And not necessarily character-wise, because Luffy is who he is, but like I want struggle. I want some like turmoil, right? Even amongst the crew, right? I like them disagreeing. So I want it to be a situation where it's just like, yo, we're leveling up in different ways, and we just gotta grow through it. You know what I'm saying? That's all. But I don't hate Luffy.
Yeah.
Nah.
Rob, you need to
You
grow
keep-
through it.
Gotta grow.
Grow through it.
One for
Gotta grow through it, man.
I'm not able to do the same thing for Zoro. Could you do that for me, maybe?
Wait, Why you
Like,
why you
what could
hate
you see
Zoro?
the-
we gotta get to the bottom of this. Why do you hate the guy, man? Why do you hate the guy?
And you can't use fashion anymore because he's currently the flyest person in
No,
Egghhead.
I could. I,
He's not even wearing green anymore.
we don't have to. We don't have to go there. I just
You
feel.
brought it up.
I just feel like the community hypes him up for certain aspects that he hasn't earned to a point where you guys want him to win more than the main character. And other than the flashy sword fight, the community, not
They want Zoro to win more than Luffy?
yeah, I feel like that at times. I feel like they root for him so much where I feel like they just put all the cool stuff to Zoro and they don't actually give you real meaning or real development like these other characters. And I feel like they take away from Sanji to shine on Zoro when Sanji technically is the number 2 in the crew.
Nothing happened is like the
The
definition.
number
of
two,
development,
like
but
number 2, like joining.
No. He's saying number 2 on the Straw Hats. He is the second in
Number
command.
2, that's what I'm saying. Number 2, what? Strength? It gives him strength.
Number 2 on the ship.
The number 2, I don't know, like the number 2 to Zoro?
Yeah,
Zoro's number 2 to him.
no way.
yeah, I don't.
Just like you said, you even broke down that the animation even behaved on Sanji, so it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
I think because the community is split, right? Like for a while it's been split, Zoro or Sanji. I like both. I love both, but I think you got to just like acknowledge their strengths are in different places. I think if we're like what the community does, they try to put like Sanji in like these Sanji versus Zoro debates, but they're using like Zoro metrics. Where it's like, yo, who's stronger, right? Like who's cooler? It's like, yo, like Sanji's great in his own right? Like that's Mr. Prince, like the person that's gonna go on his own and figure it out, right? The person that's gonna come through and save a crewmate. Like if we talk about like who's coming through and like looking out for everybody else, that's Sanji. You know what I'm saying? But like when you need somebody to get packed up, you know what I'm saying? Like the defender, you got Zoro. Like that's why like you have him even because in Egghead, what y'all seen this one on the ship,
Yeah.
right? Like he's protecting the ship. And Kaku tried to play with the boy.
Yep.
He tried to play like, come on, bro. Like we already did this in World of 7 in Enies Lobby, bro. Don't come in. Like Zoro had to show him. You know what I'm saying? But you had Sanji. Sanji was saving people left and right the entirety of Egghead. So like, I think at the end of the day, we kind of have to like look at these characters from different lights. If we look at it from the perspective of who's stronger every single time, yeah, bro, Zoro's a swordsman. Like more often than not, the swordsman is going to look cooler. I know you said like they put like the cool things towards Zoro, bro. Maybe Zoro's just cool, bro. Like maybe it's just like
He's not even the greatest swordsman on his ship. Please put respect on Brook. Please put respect on Brook. That's like you forgot about Brook, but my fault. You could keep going.
Brook Brooke, I like Brooke, right? Well, I think Zoro makes Zoro makes such easy work of Brooke. I don't know. Zoro might not need a blade to beat Brooke. But
He might just punch him in his face, bro.
You're right with that, but Zoro sword needs Jinbei to beat Rob Lucci.
Nah.
No. We're not gonna do that.
Hey,
Literally,
You caught up to the anime?
Yeah, he's caught up with the manga. Yeah.
Yeah. Jinbei literally says, "Bro, you won.
Yes.
He's done."
But he was
He's
doing a
cooked.
move
Let's
on Rob
go.
Lucci.
No, Jinbei was just trying to get Zoro out of there.
Yeah, remember,
So
you
he
even
made-
said that
He
too,
made a
bro.
move on Rob Lucci.
No, he
No,
made
no,
it.
no,
Remember,
no.
it was like to
Contain him.
Area.
I think you're forgetting.
area to blind him so he could
Nah.
dip.
Yeah, so he
Yeah.
did. It was just
Contain him. So he
No,
No.
because I think you're forgetting. I think you're forgetting.
You know, contain is like I'm making you stay there so I can dip.
Yo, I think you're.
Something to make
We're
you
not
stay there.
fighting anymore.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
I did a solar flare is an attack move. We're not gonna act like that. He did a solar flare is what you tell him.
For the solar
Yeah.
flare is a move
That's a move.
to escape
it's a
more
move,
times than
but it
not to
wasn't
blind a
to
person to
defeat
get out.
Rob.
I'm saying he
It's just an
jumped
escape.
It's just escape.
Yeah.
He jumped him.
It's like
They
it's
did
like,
not
it's
jump
like a
him,
ninja
bro.
doing a
Like-
smoke bomb. Bro.
Yeah,
He got up.
smoke bomb.
Literally, that's what it is.
We all agree that Rob Lucci got up and was standing.
I think
Yeah.
there's something. I think that there's
Okay.
something
He
that you're
still
forgetting.
wanted to
though.
fight, but he had no fight.
Yo,
in him.
Gucci wanted to fight.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
Lucci
you-
wanted to fight, but Lucci, bro, it took that attack, which is basically a smoke screen, and Lucci he lost his transformation,
Yeah.
right? He had nothing left. It was just his pride that he was still standing because Zoro messed him up.
It was his
Like
willpower.
he would, yeah, bro, but he had nothing left, bro.
Yeah.
Zoro could still go, bro.
Zoro was
Hit
still
it,
trying
Rob.
to go.
Bro,
Zoro didn't put the bandana on.
I need another one.
Zoro was still
Zoro
trying to
didn't-
go.
Zoro-
Like when
Zoro didn't put the bandana on.
Everybody,
He wasn't even
everybody
serious,
can say that. Lucci didn't have his black pants on. With the
Wait,
first
what?
one, did he have black
Oh,
pants?
no.
I don't know what that was. I don't know
What are
what
the
that
significance
was.
of those black pants?
He was in CP9. He's in CP0.
Yeah, so I'm saying if you
So the
put
white
him back
pants
to
are
his
stronger
black
than the
pants,
black pants.
I'm just basically saying I'm using y'all logic. This sounds,
No.
Crazy,
But they
right?
tell
That's
no,
what y'all tell me what
no,
it
because
means.
Zoro's
Yeah,
character is
yeah,
known
yeah.
for that. That's like Kenpachi with his eye patch or
I
whatever.
know for his fashion, I feel you. Just bad.
If you're
know
using
what?
that
Zoro
logic,
put
the
that-
white pants are stronger than the black pants at that point.
on, it's up.
Yeah,
Come
it's
on,
like
you
Ash
can't
do
Ketchum
that,
putting
bro.
the hat to the back. It's time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that was a good one.
time.
One for Pat. One for Pat.
It
That was a good
wasn't
one.
time yet. It wasn't time yet. So like, I think here's the thing. Inherently, if you love Sanji and Sanji's your guy, if you try to compare him to Zoro, and every time you're looking at the anime, bro, you're gonna be fuming every single time, and it's only gonna get worse. I'm telling you, it's only gonna get worse. I think because I mentioned this in the last anime episode after seeing with Zoro versus Rob Lucci, I was like, for peace and to just feel good about watching a One Piece anime, if you like Sanji, you should like another character as well, because if you keep comparing him to Zoro, you're gonna be disappointed every time. All right. Like somebody else. I recommend like Shanks, because every time Shanks show up, he gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think Luffy's a good bet. Don't just like Sanji for anime moments. It's just, if you compare it to Zoro, it's not gonna be the same.
Bro,
Zoro's
here's
just
the thing.
him.
the
Here's the
funniest
thing,
thing
I
about what he
disagree.
just did right now, he basically said, yo, if we got 3 brothers and we about to fight, we're going to call Zoro to fight and leave Sanji in the car to drive us away.
Here's the thing.
That's what he said. He said, that's
He
what
said
he
to ask
said,
Sanji
bro.
to help the other brothers, the other family
away.
members. No.
He said get away. He said get. Did we say get away?
Here's the thing. No, but the thing is, right? Like, let's say we have the 3 brothers, right? Zoro's
Yeah.
fighting somebody else. Sanji's saving the other brother.
Yes.
Like, if Zoro fights the brother and we leave the other brother behind, what was the point? I think it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's all important, but he just has a different role.
So Zoro's
Here's the
going to be
thing.
like, don't worry, I got this. Yo, you take Patrick, get out of here. Run home. Yo, tell someone.
But that's
I'm
valuable.
going to handle this
Bro,
over here.
even
Here's the thing. I'm a
after
Sanji.
Luffy versus Katakuri, bro, like, who saved Luffy after that?
Sanji.
Sanji came and
yup.
got him.
Yep.
You're
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
But here's
Currently in the
thing.
anime.
Here's the thing. I don't fully agree with what you're saying because I'm a big Sanji fan, right? But my thing is like, I think when you're a fan of a character, you got to be able to know when to hold them accountable. And one thing that I do with Sanji is I hold him accountable when he does do crazy stuff or if he's not doing something in the moment. But I still love him over any other character because I accept him for who he is. So I don't fully agree with that. Maybe other fans should think like that if they're trying to compare him to Zoro, but I don't really compare him to Zoro.
I think he's saying more like if you're looking to have a
think you're
character that's going to
reasonable.
continuously make you feel good and have moments.
Yeah.
That's why he brought us suggestions. He actually gave recommendations. Good job. He said, I would recommend Shanks, Luffy, people that will continuously get shined in different moments. I think I got the
But
right interpretation.
I think like you're saying, like, if you like Sanji, you gotta accept what he is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think we gotta stop trying to make Sanji Zoro, because that's not who he is. Like, I say it, Sanji has more depth to him as a character.
That's what I've been saying.
Right, but I think like for him, you gotta love him for that. Like even in the moments where it's just like, yo, what the hell are you doing? Right, like the Black Maria moment. A lot of people didn't like that moment.
Yeah.
A lot of people was like, yo, what? He tripping. But then you can see what it did for Robin. Like he is always cognizant of the crew and how the crew is working. Like if you go back to Water 7, where it was just like Zoro was talking crazy, talking about the Usopp, and then Sanji was like, nah, he right. Nami, chill out. He right. You know what I'm saying? Where he's like always, he has a handle on like how the crew is feeling. And so I think at the end of the day, you gotta, if you really like Sanji, you gotta love him for him. You can't try to pigeonhole him into that Zoro role, because I mean Zoro is less depth to him, but he's kind of like the cooler character. And Sanji is more depth to him, but he's not gonna have the same moments as Zoro. I think the best thing to do is to kind of like both. I think it's easy.
Yeah,
I think it's easy to like both, and you
It's easy.
best of both worlds, bro.
Yeah.
But Sanji's dope. Like in his own way, he's dope. I don't know why people hate him as much. To be
He's
honest,
on his own arc. Like Whole Cake
Yeah.
is essentially
yeah.
the Sanji backstory, and Wano essentially it kind of
Like, but I
has
feel
a
like
root of Zoro. You know
it was
what I'm saying?
supposed to be like I thought it was supposed to be like a Whole Cake moment for Zoro.
Yeah.
but it,
Zoro.
it wasn't.
It just
wasn't.
more
It wasn't.
Zoro.
Yeah.
I mean,
too
honestly,
much.
like Zoro was the MVP at Wano, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
nah,
why.
for sure.
That's why it's one of the worst arcs.
Nah, it's
No,
not.
we didn't say it was.
Not
we
what
not
I
said
said.
that, Rob.
Ain't
Yeah.
nobody
said
We didn't do
that.
That's why it's one of the most disappointing arcs.
No, it's disappointing
No, it
because of the
is.
reason we
I
spoke
just said
about
Yeah,
it.
because of high expectations. That's no.
what I meant to say, not worse, disappointing arcs.
But I wouldn't say it's because of that.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like
just
I'm not gonna
rephrasing
put that
the
on.
word. I'll
Yeah,
put that
whatever.
for-
He's probably the
I wouldn't
reason why
say
it's not
Zoro.
trash.
I mean, Zoro had a lot of amazing moments. I would say I would have loved like more character stuff, more lineage stuff
Same.
with Zoro in
Facts.
Wano, because I mean, expectation wise going into it, I thought we'd go there with depth, but in general, it's just
It's no doubt.
Oda kind of has Zoro in a space or a
One-dimensional.
role, and you know it works for him, because I mean, at the end of the day, people still love Zoro. You know what I'm saying? Even in the worldwide popularity poll, I think Zoro is number 2. Luffy's number 1.
Talk to
You know what
him.
I'm saying? And
So-
Nami was number 3.
So I got a question
You know,
for
it's
you,
just-
man. Right now,
Mhm.
we 2 for 2 right now on the pod with this question. So I gotta ask you, man. At the end of it all, at the end of the One Piece story, we heard a lot of Usopp hate so far. But I'ma ask you, will Usopp get Conqueror's haki?
Yes, he was.
Thank
Why?
you.
Why?
Oh my god, I love this
Yo,
podcast.
I'm
I love this
Yo,
podcast.
based on
Y'all
what
can't
you-
tell me about nothing. Usopp the god. Stop
Based on
playing.
what you
I'm
said
done,
about
bro.
Usopp, I'm actually surprised that you said that.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I do.
But some-
I
some-
agree
I
with
gotta
you.
take out.
that.
I gotta take out like my personal feelings and look at it what the story is.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
okay,
Like,
that's fair.
for Usopp, I used to hate Usopp. I ain't gonna lie. I used
feel
to
you.
hate Usopp. But the thing is, it's always expectation, right? Like coming out the time skip, Usopp, I'm like, Usopp got fit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, we about to get a different Usopp. We got the same nigga, right? The same guy. Even in Dressrosa, he ran away. He eventually went back, you know, and I think he kind of like stumbles into things. He's kind of like the Buggy type character, right? Where like at the end of the day, it's like it's going to work out eventually for him. And I think for Usopp, he's going to be one of those characters that lies about having Conqueror's haki, and he's going to unlock it in a way that we don't expect. So I think for him, he's going to have Conqueror's haki in his own way. But I think it's one of those situations where like things just end up working out for him. Even in Dressrosa, he ended up getting more stars than a lot of them for whatever reason. So it's just like where Usopp, because we look at him as like the weakest straw hat, but he talks a big game, and a lot of it comes true in one way or the other, right? So he's kind of like the liar, where eventually things kind of play out. He's like, see, I told you I wasn't lying, and the same thing's going to happen with Conqueror's Haki, bro. He's going to unlock it, and we're going to be like, what the hell? Why does Usopp have Conqueror's Haki?
Yo, see,
So
I
think it's just
agree
one of
with you because I think like
Gosh.
Usopp, I ain't gonna lie, I'll agree with you in the fact of like sometimes I do feel like we should have more light on Usopp because I feel like right now he's kind of wasted in like the last I don't know 100 episodes, whatever it may be at this point.
Yep.
I feel like he hasn't really been able to do a lot, but I do think that his story arc is important in One Piece, being that he's the most human character. Like in this world, like him being the weakest, I don't take that as a slight. Like you have no what do you call it? No devil fruit, and you still come out here with the strongest group on the sea, and you do what you have to do. Yeah, I do. I think that he's like the. Sometimes can he be a coward at times? Absolutely. But when push comes to shove for his friends, he gonna do it.
But that's my thing. Like, why? But why does that have to result in him getting conqueror?
Yeah, I don't get that.
You know
He's
what I'm
the
saying?
only person with no devil fruit, by the way, too.
Because we just said like when push comes to shove, he's gonna come through, right?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a moment where push gonna come to shove, and Usopp gonna knock out somebody with Conqueror's Haki that he had no business knocking out.
Yeah.
Nah,
That's really how I think it's gonna
If
happen.
that happens, bro, I'm gonna be heated, bro, because I think he can still take out the enemy without unlocking Conqueror's Haki.
100%.
What about Usopp screams conqueror?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I just nothing about him. He always wants to die as soldier. What about a soldier as a conqueror?
And he was already
Don't get me
accomplished
wrong.
that, too. Like, he's already been a soldier. He's a soldier.
He wants to die. He wants to be a brave hero of the sea, right? So at the end of the day, it's kind of like, and also I don't know how much like how y'all view Conqueror's Haki. There's lineage tied to Conqueror's Haki in a way. Like again, we don't know if Usopp has Conqueror's Haki, but like he has good lineage working for him. And I think with like who he looks up to with the giants and things of that nature, I think it's a situation like I said with Buggy, where nobody expects Buggy to be where he is at this point.
Yep.
But Usopp, like him having Conqueror's Haki, it's just a One Piece thing that happened. Like, why Usopp got Conqueror's Haki? Like, not Jinbei. Usopp got Conqueror's Haki,
Bro.
So I think it's just one of them situations.
Do you see him dying?
Yeah.
Do you see him dying?
I don't see none of these Straw Hats dying, bro.
God damn it, bro. You're supposed to help me out.
I don't see. It's just like I think Usopp is kind of like the heart of the crew. Like if I think about like the Straw Hats,
It's the best podcast I've ever seen in my life.
I would say Usopp has the best relationship with each Straw Hat. Like he's had moments with each of them.
Facts.
So I think, and because he's like the weakest, it's like it's easy for the others to kind of like want to protect him. And he's like, he kind of brings them all together. I mean, it's kind of like crazy how he was somebody who was kind of tearing them apart because of the Mary. And now, like, bro, you can't have the Straw Hats without Usopp.
I could.
Oh man. I mean, like I say, he's like, I think it's just one of those where it's just like, just accept him for who he is, you be good.
Yeah, for
Like he's
sure.
like a weakling that like he's not there when you need him, right? Like when you need him, he probably not gonna show up, but he gonna show up eventually.
I do have a
There
question
with the boat.
in regards to the Mary, because you just brought up the Mary, right? What was your take on how Usopp reacted to the news of the Going Mary when they found out they had to get a new boat?
I said Usopp was tripping.
Thank you.
I thought that made me not like him.
Yep.
Thank you.
There it is.
I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
That made me not like him. But I got it because of the connection of the boat to Kaya. And then also he was saying, if you're gonna get rid of the boat, you're gonna get rid of me.
Exactly.
So it was like insecurities there, right? Where he was comparing himself. It was like, damn, right? So it's just insecurities within himself. But he was tripping. And it's crazy because like it's like, and I remember in those moments, it's like small things that bothered me. And of course, like there are reasons for it. Even for Usopp and how he felt, it bothered me, right? But there are reasons for it. Another moment that bothered me, and of course there are reasons for it, was when Sanji kicked Luffy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right? When I'm like, kicking your captain, nigga, you bugging? But everybody's like, he did it because Luffy's about to say something crazy. I'm like, I get it, but it still bothered me. But I understand the reason behind it. And I think we can understand the reason why things happen, but you can still have an issue with it. For Usopp, he was out of pocket. The fact that he got Zoro and Sanji to agree, showed you just how much he was out of pocket. And also for Rob, you should love Water 7 because that was a moment where Zoro said, everybody shut up. Usopp is not coming back on this ship because he disrespected us until he apologizes. And for Luffy, you got to step up, right? If you fall, we all fall. So you got to be the captain. You know, that's one moment where Zoro stepped up as a vice captain. You know what I'm saying? So I think for moments like that, Usopp, I hated him, but like that's one of the best moments in the story.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying? Just like easily one of the best moments in the story. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely one of the reasons why I like the Luffy versus Usopp fight. That whole part. In it.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're sailing on the seas, right, for months at a time, I think there's going to be issues. There are going to be disagreements, right? And honestly, I wish there would be more disagreements on things with the Straw Hats because that leads to some like difficult conversations. That's why I'm not sure if you guys heard about this. After Whole Cake Island, a lot of manga readers wanted Sanji and Zoro to square off, right? They wanted a conversation about
What happened?
Sanji attacking Luffy. Because remember, Nami was mad in Whole Cake Island. She slapped him.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, he was bugging. So a lot of people wanted a similar moment where Zoro had a conversation with Sanji about his actions on Whole Cake Island.
But does Zoro know about
which
it?
I don't know if y'all ever heard about that.
Nah, I never heard about it. I wish we did get something like that, but nah, Zoro wasn't there.
Yeah,
so,
Zoro
like,
wasn't there, so I don't.
Oh, yeah, Zoro wasn't there, but they thought like some information he would have been privy to some information, and he would have like had a conversation with Sanji, like he did with like the Usopp situation.
Yeah,
But I
that
mean, it's a
makes sense.
completely different situation. But you know,
I do wish that.
people
Because think
would,
about
like,
it. If Joel kicks Evan and I'm not there, I'm gonna find out.
you're gonna find
So-
out. Comments gonna be
depending on the
like
There's
imagine, right?
no circumstance in the world in life that
Right.
Rob knows about it
Yeah.
and I don't know about it.
True.
Rob gonna
Because
call
as soon
you
as
like,
you
yo,
come
Joel
back,
just dropkick
It's gonna be
Ev,
like,
yo.
what happened?
Yeah.
And Nami looking at Sanji like,
But I think it's like when they came back, they was all hunky dory and they was just like on to the next thing. That's what it seemed like, and it kind
which is
of
like,
yeah.
that's part of the issue. Y'all niggas don't talk enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it should have been like a sit down. All right, here's what happened. Here's what we about to do. Right? At some point. Or even amongst groups, it's like two people that be like, yo, I heard this. I heard this happen. Or like this happened. And I think he was tripping, da. There was none of that. Right? So I'm
Think
like,
it's because we got too many Straw Hats now? Like,
I think
there's too many people
personally,
to try to...
Yeah, we need to get rid of some. You right.
personally, I think it's just like Oda didn't want to touch on that.
Yeah.
Right? Because like, if you start going down that route of now we're talking about all the things that happen, then you kind of got to flesh it out, right? Because even some things Nico Robin could know could help us. Even some things Brooke could know could help us. But it's just like, yeah, we don't talk about it. Believe it, this was already, I don't know if y'all already seen it, so I'm not gonna mention it. But like, it's situations where it's just like they should have conversations and open up to each other about things, but it's like they just like, nah, we not gonna talk about it. But that's one of the ones fans really wanted. A Zoro and Sanji conversation after Whole Cake Island. I'm not gonna lie, I think it would have been fire.
Now we're gonna get to a couple of these super chats right now. I do have a great question I want to ask you after this though, because we're talking about there being a lot of Straw Hats. But let me get to these super chats real quick. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you're in the chat right now, make sure y'all keep liking this video up, man.
to
Push the
chat.
algorithm. And we got
Like the
Zach Adam
stream.
donated and said it feels like APT tried to do Code Geass ending and it failed. I don't know.
AOT.
Oh, it says AOT. My fault. That's what it says. APT, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Code.
Code Geass's ending was
I love Code
phenomenal.
Geass.
It was the best.
Wait,
Like-
did you see Code Geass?
Yeah, Code Geass top 10.
Okay.
Nice.
Bad.
Yeah,
You
Code
got a
Geass.
good
Yeah,
top
I was
ten.
gonna ask earlier where he would rank Lelouch as like top MCs. Cause I feel like Lelouch is up there.
Oh yeah, Lucius up there for sure.
We got Chris Lewis donated and said, "Yo, y'all need to get King of Lightning on too. He and Rob and Wells can discuss the goated Kakashi sucks video."
Wow.
Yo, I will say this, we definitely King of Lightning. If you're watching, man, we'd love to have you on the podcast, bro.
We got Malik Lima donated and said, just caught up to One Piece yesterday. Finally able to watch one of these. And which One Piece character would you not let date your sister? I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't let none of y'all mangy bastards date my sister.
In One Piece?
Yeah.
Would I not let
Sanji?
Zoro #1.
I wouldn't
let Sanji. Sanji gonna fall in love too much.
Sanji be the perfect one?
Yeah, Sanji would be the
Sanji
perfect
actually
one.
would be the perfect one, but nah, not my sister.
Zoro's dogging.
I would
dogging him out, yo. He's a dog.
But Sanji's a gentleman though.
Yeah, nah.
But you don't think Sanji's like one of those like he's gonna be infatuated till he fall in love with another one. Like
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think Sanji.
He's
You put them mermaids in front of
Nah, I
Sanji
think-
right now, he gonna have a nosebleed
He
and
got a girl? I
die.
don't think so.
I don't know.
I think he got a girl locked in. I think
he's a locked in
Got a
dude,
girl.
bro.
I think the person I wouldn't want to probably Dofi.
Oh,
Flamingo. Nah, I feel you on that.
He'll be
But
terrible.
shout out to Doflamingo. Not for my sister.
They gonna be sharing them pink pants.
I love
Doflamingo, yo.
Dofi. I love Doflamingo, but like, yeah, Dofi's and even Luffy. I think.
Okay.
Luffy won't care.
Man, I'll choose
Luffy will be
Kobe.
over it.
Kobe's a good guy.
Kobe is a good
Kobe's
guy.
a good guy.
Kobe's a good
Stand
dude.
up. He's righteous.
Kobe's great.
Yeah, I'll choose Kobe.
Okay.
Yeah, he got a career.
We got Ezekiel donated and said, "Yo, whenever there's a Bleach creator on here, they gotta educate Jerry on greatness."
Bleach is whatever, guys. I don't care. Like
Whatever?
Listen, it's
Bleach is fire.
it's okay to
Whatever
be like,
is kinda
and I'm
fire.
gonna stand on that. So even if you try to educate me, you will fail.
I'm actually curious, Brago, do you have Bleach in your top 10?
I think it's like 12.
Yeah.
There's a lot of animes out
Bleach
there,
is
bro.
I
12
don't.
is so
And here's the thing.
solid.
I don't think Bleach is ass. I just am not gas off.
Bleach has some great arcs though,
Like,
but it also has Rukia, so L. We got
Shout out, Big Rook.
Kakashia Snitch. I said Kakashia. See Rukia on my mind. Kakashi Snitch 9 donated and said, "Yo, Brago, talk to him about that fairy tale." That must have been when fairy tale was
Yeah.
talking.
Shout out to Fairy Tale, man. Shout out to Fairy Tale.
Yeah.
Over Yugi.
And shout out to that One Piece talk, man. They donated and said Fairy Goon is goated
I read that.
in its own way. We got Steven Nugent donated and say, "Yo, been watching RTTV since the Game of Thrones and music reactions." Also, shout out to Brago for being one of the ghosts of this One Piece community.
Facts, man.
Appreciate it, my
God.
G.
There's not one
Appreciate it.
chapter that I don't go watch the video of your breakdown, bro.
I
gotta see
appreciate
what I missed,
that,
bro.
brother. Appreciate that.
We got Jay Jones donated and said, "Watch Arlong Park with RTTV and would watch Brago's videos of him reviewing the chapters. Now Wells and Brago ahead of me in manga. Shout out to y'all."
Hey, man, you gotta get caught up, bro. Gotta get caught up. At least on the anime.
Yo, this one they gonna try to get me to read, bro. Quinn La Navos Nakmoy.
Good job.
I think I did good right there. I ain't gonna lie. I think I snapped. They said we had the chance to connect Zoro / Shino's. You want to read that, Wells? Shimotsuki. Instead, we got. We had a chance to connect Zoro and Shimotsuki. Instead, we got Yasue turning into a crackhead. Most pointless character.
Yeah.
Terrible time right there. But we got Man Like Betty donated and said, "Brago, Rob hates Zoro just as much as you like Katakuri. Can you tell him a little bit about your Katakuri theories? If you have time, Sun God Jika. Also, shout out to you both. Making content because of y'all." You want to explain that one?
Wait. Yeah,
Sun
please
God-
explain.
Y'all know who the damn one Jika is?
Nah, what's that?
They say Captain Kidd. When he comes back, he's gonna be the damned one Jika. Shanks.
You
After
kid.
He's just one step behind Luffy. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember Luffy's entire crew got eradicated in Sabaody? It's just like Captain Kidd is one step behind, so his got eradicated in Wano. So he's gonna come back. He's the damned one. You just gotta wait for it. So that's the theory of Eustace Kid.
That would be fire though. I'm like, that would be fire if he came back. I don't hate his character. I'll just be making fun.
I love Kid, bro.
Yeah. Kid's dope.
Yeah, Kid a lot of
Nah,
hate,
he's used
but
to
I
it.
just he just hasn't had the same, the same help as Luffy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah, facts. Shout out to Killer though. He has a good right hand
Killer.
man though.
Rob gonna love this one. Karim donated and said, "Rob is right. Toei rewrites stuff to make Zoro look better. Manga had Zoro struggling with one Seraphim. Anime had him packing 2 Seraphim by himself.
Oh, I didn't even know they were doing that.
I didn't.
Wow.
So they adding steroids to the anime for him?
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
wild,
make it look
bro.
pretty, bro.
Yo, my boy said I didn't know they was doing that.
Wow, you do that too. Wow.
Yo, all I know
concealing
is he said
information.
was
Never
watching
said
that crack
that.
stream and they was like, stop doing that. That's all I thought about in that moment.
Whoa.
I mean, there was even a moment in the manga where Sanji, you thought Sanji packed up S-Shark by himself in the manga, and the anime kind of erased that. So I don't.
Wow.
Wow.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I ain't know none of that either. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't compare them, but y'all really doing my boy Sanji dirty at that.
Jinbei probably
why?
did way
For
more in the
why?
manga.
But why?
Yeah.
So we got 3
Yeah,
more
it
super
was-
chats and then we good. Let's get it. These last 3. We got SideQuest Syndicate said, "How this is for you, Brago." They said, "How are you liking Sakamoto Days manga?"
Oh, that's fire. It is fire. I gotta say this, bro. The Sakamoto Days anime is not doing justice how good the manga is. Sakamoto Days manga is absolute heat.
Hey,
And I wish they had a better anime.
That's what everybody
Wait,
says.
did you watch season 2?
Oh,
Yep.
the second part of season 1 of Sakamoto.
Yeah, second part. Yeah, I did.
You didn't like the
I felt like
slur?
it was good, but like it could have been better. I feel like it's a fine anime. It's good.
Mhm.
But I feel like with the feeling of Sakamoto Days, as far as the manga, the world feels like JJK.
Yo, I've heard
But
that.
but you
Oh,
wouldn't
it
get
should
that
have like
feeling.
JJK budget, you're saying.
Because of the fighting in the
I-
manga.
I think it's assassins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about like we still early on in the anime with the assassins, and like it gets crazy. Right? And I think if they went the tone of kind of like JJK, I feel like it'd be received better. I think they're going like more funny, more loose, more
Okay.
upbeat.
Mm.
So it's more of a vibey anime,
Mhm.
but like, it just makes it good. But the
So you
manga-
think it should be darker?
Yeah.
yes, because it goes there. So,
Okay.
it's tough.
So we got Adrian Vasquez donated and said, "Been seeing you guys for years and love y'all for real. Big question for y'all: Who do y'all think is stronger and would win in a fight, Shanks or Mihawk?"
Y'all think?
I'm taking
Yeah, I
Shanks.
know my answer.
I got
I'll
Shanks.
take it, Shanks.
I'm
bro.
taking
Hockey all
Shanks.
day, baby.
I'm taking Shanks.
The greatest swordsman, Mihawk.
Okay. Why y'all say Shanks?
I just think he got the better hockey. I just think that he's gonna beat him on hockey. I think that's what it's gonna be. I mean, they've clearly fought each other a bunch of times, but I think in the long run, hockey's gonna beat Mihawk.
Yeah, I think it's contingent on the battle in itself. Like, is it something that's close combat and stuff, or is it gonna be something that, like, it's more distance and stuff like that? Because if it's distance, Shanks got it. But I think if it's close combat, Mihawk has that advantage. That's what I
I
think.
think Shanks just because not only is he a great fighter, but his presence is menacing no matter where he goes. And we've seen multiple instances of that, right? And then when we finally saw him fight within the actual show One Piece, we saw the complete devastation that he caused. Like, that could put fear in anybody. And I've not to take anything away from Mihawk, because Mihawk is great, but I've yet to see Mihawk do something like that to the level of what Shanks did.
Yeah. Like from what I seen from Mihawk, and granted it was a while back, but in Marineford, him trying to hit Luffy from a distance, like somebody of his caliber, like they say he is, should get Luffy like this. You know what I'm saying? And that battlefield should be I don't want to say no problem for him, but we should have seen a better demonstration of what Mihawk was like there. And then we see later on, much later on, Shanks immobilize Admiral, you know what I'm saying, with just pure hockey. I think right now, Shanks takes the dub against Mihawk. What do you think?
Yeah, I like in this perspective of from anime only, because like that's the feeling it gives. It feels like Shanks is stronger, right? And I think a lot of One Piece sometimes is feeling, like even in Marineford, you feel like Whitebeard was stronger than all the admirals. Y'all agree with that?
If it felt that way. If it was a healthy white, you said
Yes.
Blackbeard or Whitebeard?
He said Whitebeard.
Whitebeard.
Yeah, if
White
it was
beard.
a healthy
Did it
white
feel
bear,
like he
then
was stronger?
I think
Yeah, I
it
agree
felt
with
like
that.
he was stronger. I don't know if he could fight all three of them at once. You know what I'm saying? But
No,
like
one
1v1.
Like
Yeah.
you feel like he's stronger. Yeah, he's stronger than
Yeah.
all of them, and like that's the feeling, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's just like sometimes it's like the anime is going to make you feel a way. And of course, I believe Rob, you feel like Mihawk is stronger because he got the title of world's strongest
Facts.
swordsman, right? And I think I don't feel like it's a right or wrong answer. I think it's just about what you value. Some people value the title, and it's gonna be like, well, Mihawk has a title. It doesn't matter if it's sword, or hockey, whatever. He has a title. He's stronger. For me, it feels like Shanks is stronger. And I think Shanks is stronger. And I think personally, I think everything in One Piece is about nuance. So I think it matters. Like we had Whitebeard, who's the strongest man in the world, and we had Kaido, who's the strongest creature in the world. Who's stronger?
True.
And like,
Yeah.
so I think for me, it's just like the nuance is a part of it, and I think different answers is supposed to be a part of the discussion. So for me, I feel like it's Shanks, but if you feel like it's Mihawk, I don't think you're necessarily
And
wrong.
and
You just
keep in mind-
value that title. Yeah.
And keep in mind, like the title is World's Greatest Swordsman, World's Strongest Swordsman. But like, I feel like there's more to. Yes, Shanks is a swordsman, but I feel like there's more to Shanks aside from him just being a swordsman, right?
Yeah.
So there's that.
Creature's stronger than a man, though. If you say one person's the strongest man, one's the strongest creature, the creature's gonna be stronger. It's like animals are stronger than humans.
Would
You
it
know,
defe-
if
it
you
would
say the
depend the creature.
strongest man versus the strongest gorilla, a gorilla is gonna be way stronger than that man and stuff like that.
Yeah, they needed 1,000, and people still thought we might
You
lose.
get what I'm saying?
Feel me?
No, 100.
100, my fault.
Yeah, so
What if Whitebeard is like 100, is equivalent to 100 men versus one beast? Is he the same animal or a different beast?
All
what the hell are you talking about, Jerry?
The hell you talking about, Jerry?
right, we
I
gotta
don't
go.
know. People got Prime Beard at like top 1, top 2. So it's tough.
We got Zach Adam donated and said, worst moment of Wano for me was anime changing when Marco introduced Zoro and Sanji to only Zoro.
What?
I read it how it was written. I thought I didn't read it right
Said
either.
Zoro, look in the mirror.
Yeah. Yes. In the
I
anime,
read it twice.
Yeah, Zach
in the
Adam, you gonna have to
manga,
help me
in the
out.
manga, it says the stars are here. In the anime, it says the star is here. And then Zoro gets focused.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. So that's
Zoro,
what I'm saying.
take a look in the mirror.
Yeah.
Meet yourself.
Yeah. So that's what the manga says. The stars are here. Marco introduces them and he gets out of the way. But in the anime, just Zoro gets introduced. So,
Yo, the
I never
creators of the
noticed
anime
that.
Bro,
really
I
love
never
Zoro.
noticed that. That's
Why
crazy.
didn't-
Wow.
why didn't you- Yo, that's crazy.
I think that's smart. They just know what's gonna resonate
Yeah,
with the
yo,
audience.
all his clout is filler.
Yo, Sanji's just a perv, bro. It's not too. You can't.
Yeah,
just talk
no,
about
there's
that.
not gonna be
tough.
Sanji hate over here. At least, I'm not
He
gonna
is
hate
what
on
he
Zoro.
is. You
I'm
feel
not
me?
gonna hate
Like-
on Zoro, but there will be no Sanji hate over here, sir.
Is that hate though? That's
That's
again,
might be
everyone
real,
has
bro.
nosebleeds over.
Nah, but he says
I'm not
Sanji's just a
sure.
perv. There's more to him than him just being a perv. So I mean,
he's a perv. I'm just saying they can't put that on. You know, he's not one of the stars, bro. On
What you mean?
on
All
TV, in the book,
right.
you know, you can put it in the book, but on TV,
Sanji is
Like,
a
he
star
can't be
on
one of
TV.
those-
Sanji is a
the
star.
best
sir.
pervs in anime.
What are we
Okay.
talking about, bro?
I think this
that
was
was
trying to
bad,
get us
that was
hyped for later in the anime here. But Gunner 455 donated said, much love to RT and BDA. Watching both of y'all for years. Shout out to Garp and that character in the current flashback. RTTV is going to go crazy when this happens in the anime.
my God. Y'all
Yeah,
have no
I don't
idea
even know what
y'all
to say
in
about
for.
that.
I'm one chapter
have
behind.
I have
I don't even
no
know.
idea.
I'm one chapter.
I don't even know what that means.
And then
Oh my
I'm
God.
excited.
I love Garp. I love Garp, so I can't wait to see whatever that can be.
Bro. I mean, the guy be talking about rocks, right?
No, you love. I love how Rox is your favorite character that you haven't even met yet.
Bro.
Yeah, hey, yo, Brago,
could he
I got a question for you too. Speaking of rocks, you brought it up, Pat.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who you like better, bro, Raja or Rocks?
Right now it's rocks.
Come on, man.
All
I
right.
don't even know nothing about rocks besides who he led, bro.
Right now it's rocks. Right now it's rocks. Yeah. And it's crazy. Roger's the Pirate King, but right now it's rocks.
Wow.
This is another one showing love to Rob. Yo, Hamza donated and said, bro, the Sanji disrespect is crazy. And the Zoro D-riding, how was Zoro the MVP when we got Gear 5 and Law defeated Big Mom in the arc? Rob is the only real one.
Thank you. Shout out to Law.
Whoa. Did we say Zoro was an MVP?
What the hell did you say?
I
Law
said-
defeated
I
Big
said,
Mom?
I said Zoro's my MVP. But wait,
Oh yeah.
Law beat Big Mom?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we smoking.
Law and Kid.
And
Yeah,
Law
Law
beat Big Mom. That
Yo,
was
you know how many times y'all do that?
Kid beat Big Mom.
with who?
Who beat Doflamingo?
Law and Kid beat Big Mom.
No, Rob.
No.
In the beginning of the fight, he got stabbed by Law, and then the rest of the fight was all Luffy. You're talking about with Dofi, right?
And Dofi was
Doflamingo?
beating.
And I said
Dofi
that
was
to
beating
y'all.
Law's
Honestly, fight
ass.
with me because of that.
Yeah, because
Bro,
it was one moment.
Dofi was beating Law's ass.
Yes.
But it was it was still
And then-
2-1 though.
It
And
was
then
one-
honestly, it was. Here's the thing: it's a 2v1, and
Thank
they
you.
landed a gamma knife, right? And Dofi the entire time while he's fighting Luffy, he's trying to kind of not die, right? Because he can't heal. He's just using the string to kind of stitch himself together while he's fighting Gear 4 with Luffy. So I'm not gonna lie, like after that manga chapter, people still thought Doflamingo was stronger than Luffy after Dressrosa.
Yeah.
Because Law landed a gamma knife. I remember after Luffy fought against Doflamingo in Gear 4th, he ran out of it, and Dofi was still going. You know what I'm saying? And then Luffy was being carried by Gats and the people from Dressrosa to get away from Dofi. So like, you know what I'm saying? It's people kind of look at that W still as like, we don't know if Luffy can beat Doflamingo because he held off Gear 4th for like until the time limit after getting rocked by all Luffy's attacks. So, you know what I'm saying?
Are you saying that we didn't see the full potential of Dofi's awakening because he got stabbed?
Well, he was stronger.
I think if it was just them, Dofi might have won.
Okay.
And
Remember, Dofi had the birdcage up too.
True.
At the
Dofi did a
same
lot.
time.
Dofi held it down.
It's like Kaido holding.
If
the
y'all
island
remember-
fighting.
You remember, like when Dofi was whooping Luffy's ass in base. He had
Yeah, he
the
was.
combination with the clone. Like Luffy wasn't messing with him with that, and then even Dofi was like saying, "Yo, you don't know nothing about this haki." Right, and he was putting haki on like his coat and all that. Dofi was kind of crazy.
Nah, Dofi went crazy. I say this all the
Dofi was
time.
kind of crazy.
Dofi went crazy. He was fighting multiple people at a time.
Yeah.
And we're going to end it with this
And I-
one right here, this super chat, man, just because shout out to Muhammad donated and say, yo, congrats on the 10-year anniversary, Brago. Shout out to you, bro. Congrats on 10 years, brother.
10 years. Appreciate
Yo,
it,
man.
man. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Decade in, man. Still going. Still loving it, for sure.
That's fire.
Oh, that's solid.
so you did co-sign that Law and Luffy did fight Doflamingo in that fight though, right?
Yeah, it's 2v1.
He did. He too.
I think
Alright,
counts as
so
2v1.
when y'all
Yeah.
said, yo, Luffy beat Doflamingo, I was like, nah, y'all like that's the same thing right now. When I said Law beat Big Mom, y'all did the same
No,
thing.
but that fight was more 2v1
Yeah.
the whole time.
More, it's still 2v,
Nah,
bro.
2v1 the whole time versus 2v1
Yeah.
for the first 3 rounds and then the next.
It's still
a
2v
big
difference.
though.
Say it is.
It's
Yeah,
still
nah,
2v.
but it's
like that time you
I'm not
argue more
saying-
sci-fi.
I never argue if it's not a difference. I'm just saying it's still 2v. One.
But we're
That's all I'm
arguing
saying.
the difference, and that's why we're
there
saying
is-
that it's not the same.
I'm just saying if we agree it's 2v1, then
At one point, yeah.
okay. So
Yeah.
then so when I said when I said Law and Luffy win that fight, I'm right then.
Nah, I think the difference is that when Law
he's
and
right.
wait,
He's right. He's
wait.
right. Because the thing is,
Y'all
because
contradict
even
yourself.
Brago put up a good point though. If like that wound that he got hit with the gamma knife actually played a big factor in Dofi
You're
fighting
right.
and stuff like that, that hindered him throughout the fight. So technically, that is a 2v1.
Yeah, but we
no,
don't
wait,
say
I
we
think
don't
there's a
say
difference, though.
Kaido
There's a difference,
was
though.
defeated by everybody on the roof.
Nah,
Yeah.
but I'm not
There's,
arguing.
know what I'm saying?
there's a difference though, because I believe that like when Law and Eustace were fighting Big Mom, they were going blow for blow with Big Mom
Correct.
and taking her out, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas I'm not gonna take away from the fact that it wasn't a 2v1 because Doflamingo did do a lot in Dressrosa, but it was like Law stabbed Doflamingo, right? And then that was it. And then it was Luffy versus Doflamingo at
But
that point, and
wasn't
they were
it,
going
though.
blow for
I'm
blow.
saying because if the injury played, because I didn't think about how much that injury played a factor. If that injury played a factor throughout that whole fight, then therefore Law caused a big significance to Luffy winning the fight.
Yeah, because I said Law and Eustace Kid beat it. I just said it wrong there. I'm just cleaning up that argument from back then.
Yeah.
When I said it was 2 versus 1, and y'all kept saying, "Nah, Luffy be so thank you." I'm just cut it up.
Like, but
Yeah,
then
Kid don't get a lot of
asshole
credit for
the
the
whole
Big
time.
Mom fight, but Kid put in work in the Big Mom fight.
Nah, he did.
Yeah.
Where he and it's like even debate. This is going on to the manga, like who broke her arm, right? Because she talked about law, but then Big Mom don't dodge nothing. She picked up the earth to dodge Kid's attack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? After she got hit with it the first time. So it's just at the end of the day, I think it's just like Law is not doing it by himself, bro. He needed Kid 1000%.
That's offending.
That's fair.
That's offending.
He definitely wasn't doing it by himself.
Crazy. So, and then the success of Demon Slayer the movie, the 2 movies. There's a lot of questions going on right now. Is One Piece able to make a film that can gross that much or even more? What's your opinion on that? Basing on all the manga ahead you are that you read.
First of all, shout out to Demon Slayer, man.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer gets unnecessary hate sometimes just for being successful, where I think it's honestly jealousy from other fandoms, where it's like they wished that their favorite anime could do that. But I think Demon Slayer is cool. I think it's a fun anime. I think it's good. I think it's great. And I do think there's an arc that One Piece could animate. That would definitely gross more than Demon Slayer. I think where we are now in the manga, if they decide to condense that and make that a movie, yeah. I'm not sure if y'all seen Film Red.
Yeah.
But Film Red is in the top 10 of anime grossing movies, and I think Film Red was mid.
It did 270 mil. You're right.
Yeah, I think Film Red was mid. So like, if you make a canon One Piece movie, nah, it's number 1. It goes number 1 easily.
You think over? How about over that JJK movie? You said which one?
It's gonna be close.
Okay.
It'll be close.
Okay.
It'll be close because after JJK season 3, I think it's gonna pull more people in, and then once we start going, it'll be close between that JJK movie. But I think One Piece just has more popularity.
Yeah.
So if you put a canon arc in a movie, it's gonna be hard to beat that.
Yeah.
Damn, you're right. That would be such a crazy movie. And before we get out of here, the one question we gotta ask you is how the success that we've seen One Piece going in the mainstream media so far, the collaborations with sports, gaming, to seeing it on all different merches. Do you feel like it's beneficial for One Piece to have all these different collabs, like the Dodgers, the Lakers, different soccer teams? They got Crocs coming out. What's your opinion on the mainstream expansion of One Piece?
I mean, I think it's great. I think it's amazing for One Piece. Because I think now it feels normal. One Piece didn't cross over as well as Naruto or even Bleach. You know what I'm saying? It's just getting to the point where like people are starting to recognize it on the same way that we recognize Naruto and Bleach for years. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's growing its popularity. I mean, it's already king in Japan. Now it's growing its popularity worldwide, where I think, it's catching up and overtaking some of those other shows. To the point, of course, we got the live action. And I'm sure it's going to expand, into Hollywood even more. So I think it's fantastic for One Piece. I would say it's One Piece is one of those stories that it's hard to say why it's good. You just got to experience it. Because I can't tell you necessarily why One Piece is good if you haven't watched it, right? Because you're gonna be like, yo, why does it need 1,100 episodes? I'm like, bro, you just got to go through it.
Yeah,
it's an adventure, right? It has so many different themes, so many different messages, so many different characters. Like, I'm sure if we all named our top 10 right now, it'd be different. So it'd be completely different characters for different reasons. So I think it's one of those where it's just like you just want people to experience it. And there's One Piece coming through like all these different mediums and even getting a remake eventually. I think that's beautiful for the community and for anime in general. Because I think once you experience something like One Piece, I don't think you can not like anime. You're like, bro, after that, if you get to 1,100 episodes of One Piece, you definitely gonna check out that anime, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna say, all right, what else is out there? what else y'all got? You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So I think One Piece can only be good for anime in general.
Facts.
And let the people know where you have anything you have coming up or where they could follow you at.
I mean, in general, I guess right now, I guess working on a podcast with my guy Sai. It's on the channel Bryce Sago, BRYVSAGO. We just talking about whatever. Demon Slayer, him, is One Piece political, all this different stuff. You want to check that out? You know, we just shooting the shit over there. So that's kind of something we're working on. And you know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe, man. Shout out to RTTV for having me on. Great time. Been meaning to connect with the guys. Eventually, definitely want to do it in studio, but this was
Yes, sir.
a time for sure.
You're always welcome here, bro.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
Appreciate you.
Whenever you're in Los Angeles, you're always welcome with us, man.
Appreciate that, my guys. Appreciate that.
And we got we got a special guest for the next episode.
Yeah, so next episode of the podcast will be November 10th, man. And we have Shonen Showdown coming on a podcast with Kumar, man. We're going to be doing an anime draft live with them, man. We just seen them do it. I Show Speed, so congrats to them, man. But they're also going to be on RTTV podcast.
Saw that. That was dope.
Yeah,
that was dope.
sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely major. And shout out to everyone in the chat for
Yeah.
making this happen, because you guys been asking for it, been commenting, and we've been listening and appreciating it. And guys, keep commenting, keep letting us know what guests you guys want us to interview next. We love this, and we love meeting and creating with all these dope content creators out there, especially you, Brago. This was one of the best episodes we had.
Hell yeah.
Learned so much.
Appreciate
intrigued
y'all.
us.
Appreciate y'all.
Helped us see things in new ways.
Yeah.
Give some people some new chances, some shows, some new chances. So this was a fire episode, and we hopefully we can have many, many more. This is first of many to come in the future, man. So,
Yeah. And if it's your first time locking in with us, make sure you follow us on RTTV Reacts too for all of our movies, man. It's about to be the Halloween season, so we're going to have all the horror movies over there. Head over to our Patreon for all of our full and uncut reactions, man. We got One Piece, obviously, JJK. We got all the best animes you guys watch, man. Come lock in with us. Head over there right now. The link is right down in the bio. You already know the vibes on that.
And you know, guys, November 20th, San Diego Comic-Con, we will be having our anime panel. We'll be doing a live podcast and an anime draft live. So if you're in the San Diego area, make sure you pull up to San Diego Anime Con. I said Comic-Con, sorry. Anime Con, San Diego Anime Con, November 20th. Live podcast panel there. And guys, man, we got so much dope stuff coming for you guys. So make sure you keep it locked. I go by the name Robcityrt.
It's your boy Wells.
Yo, Usopp, 3 for 3 Conquerors Hockey. It's your boy DC.
Patricrt.
Usopp with Conquerors. Hockey talk needs to stop. It's the maniac.
And shout out to our special guest again, Brago. Thank you for so much
man.
for coming.
Go, man.
Anytime, my guys. Appreciate y'all, man.
No doubt, bro.
And that settles it at the round table.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yo, Brago, good looks, man. That was a great pod, bro.
Sure.
Yeah, great pod.
Nah, for